Conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in the world's greatest.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. To all my overseas brothers and sisters and all my in-state melanated brothers and sisters, man, how everybody doing out there tonight, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Bearded Conversation, man. We in the building, man. Today is Thumpin Thursday. Y'all know what it is, man. First and foremost, big up to all my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thumb up the video, y'all. Hey, and don't forget to pull them phones out, share with 3 more people, tell them 3 more people to share with 3 more people, man. Let's get them in the building. Y'all know what it is. Secondly, man, big ups to the best moderators in the game. Y'all know who they are. Young boy, Maya Bucks, Master Teacher Fox Guy, TLS, Preston McKenzie, aka P-Mac. We got Club Can't Get In, Big Frank, Gary Bear, Coach Ricky, Dave, Young Diablo, and my big bro, Professor Remo, bringing up the River Show. And we can't forget about them queens. We got the First Lady, Miss Gigi Gaming Palace. We got Miss Star Wars Markets LLC. We got the beautiful Miss Asha Brooks. And last but not least, we got Miss Cece Craven, carefully. And if I forgot anybody, man, you know I love you. Hey, don't forget to check out Lynn Chicago Pizza, y'all, 501 East 61st Street, right here in Chicago, Illinois. Also, Dan Soul Food and Bakery, 2523 West 79th Street, man, for some good soul food cooking. And if y'all want some grown folks relaxation, don't forget to check out Cafe with Grown Folks Place, located 17553 South Kazi in Hazelcrest. Also, man, if you're over East my way, check out the Urban Lust Cafe, man, 2911 East 79th Street. Every Wednesday and Thursday, they got something going on. Hey, and if you're sick, don't forget to check out the House of Health and Wellness, 1400 Torrance Avenue, Suite 213, man. We in the building tonight, man. Hey, while I get my shit together, man, y'all know what I like to do, man. Let y'all hear the re-rocks, man, with the song without no interruptions. Here you go.
Yeah, we coming off the block with this one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What up, Lan? Yeah. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in the world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge it. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in the world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Damn. Got it off the block, forming a dynasty from a rock. Laid back in the cut, press play, can't get enough. Yo, let's chop it up in every location. A bearded conversation, opportunity keep knocking like child support payments. Started from the bottom like basements, now we famous. Podcast official, the topic will probably hit you from a distance like a pistol. Subscribe so you can listen to survival of the fittest. We talking it how we living it. Rolling like a dealership, managing several businesses. T-shirts, podcast, no, you don't need a membership. Just follow us on YouTube, Knowledge Supreme Infinite. Chicago got a zipping excited, let's talk about it. Going live, check your notifications so you can holler. Or leaving in the comments, debate it, just being honest. Chicago topics, worldwide views, we supersonic. Big gangers, conquer, circle back round like every week. Tell a friend off the block, it's where we meet. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in the world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back to hood lovers. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in the world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back. Come on. The hood lovers, off the block, giving it back. The hood lovers, broadcasting live. Off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back.
Yo. Welcome to another episode of Bearded Conversation, man. I am your host, Beard Genghis Khan, aka Khan the Don, BKA Mr. BGK, man. How's everybody doing tonight, man? Welcome. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Y'all know what it is. First and foremost, man, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations. One last time, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, views, and meditations, man. There's a lot going on out here in the world. And again, like I say every day, man, you know, I just want to let the people know that, you know, it's ones out here that's supportive, that, you know, that's listening and that's here for you. You know, like Roscoe say, man, if ain't nobody told you today that they love you, hey, hear the conversation, man. We love you. Also, man, Make sure, man, people you come in contact with on a day-to-day basis, people you're cordial with, our families, our extended families, more especially our Bearded Conversation, Bearded Studios, and Bad TV family, man. Keep everybody, you know what I'm saying, on your mind and on your heart, man. And also, don't forget those 5 key components of life, man. Love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. Love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. Love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration, man. Make sure we living by those 5 key components of life, man, because that's what we live by here on Bearded Conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? And again, man, peace and blessings to everybody. Welcome to everybody for being, you know what I'm saying, on the stream with us tonight, man. Let's see if we can have us some good grown folk conversation. Hey, the thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. The thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. I don't mean to hurt, harm, or to offend. I don't mean to hurt, harm, or to offend. This video stream is for informational, educational, and edutainment purposes only. Again, this video stream is for informational, educational, and edutainment purposes only, with the underlying and undertone on edutainment. We don't want you to take any advice given or anything shown on this video stream for face value without consulting a proper professional that suits your specific needs. Please do your due diligence. Please, again, do your due diligence, do your proper vetting, do your proper research, and get that second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth opinion, because we don't want you going out here starting on revolts, robbing no banks, telling your boss what he can take, how he can turn it sideways, and where to put it, because you can't get none out of me. And as you can see, I'm solo dolo. Speaking of solo dolo, man, big ups to my co-host L Boogie, Roscoe P, and my co-host with the most is my little one, A Jizzle. AJ, what's going on, son? Also, man, big ups to my residential Dominican from the Dominican Republic, man, Cito boy. Hey, don't forget, y'all, this is an open platform, open forum. So, man, if anybody want to come up on here and chit chat with me, talk about, you know what I'm saying, the topic of discussion that I'm talking about, or if you got something that you want to say, or you know, you want to change the mood or the tone of the conversation, feel more than free to come in the chat, come on the live, man, and let's talk. It's just grown folks conversation, man. You know, we try to keep it, you know, pretty we try to keep it pretty, you know, fair and in a certain lane. So we don't go too overboard and too far, you know. And speaking, look, and I done spoke up my residential. What's going on tonight, my boy? How you feel, baby?
Listen, every day we blessed. You feel me? But today I'm feeling extra spicy.
Okay, you extra spicy today? That's what's up. Why you feeling extra spicy today?
I don't know. Just one of them days.
One of them days. What's going on, Miss CC? Hey, man, nothing much, man. Hey, y'all, I ain't talking about this the other day, man. Juju Watkins, y'all. Yeah, man. So do y'all know about Juju Watkins, man? She the basketball player at Southern Cal. Yeah, I heard she's nice, man. She's nice out here in these streets.
You ain't never seen her?
Yeah. She tore her ACL in the last game, man. And it's crazy, like, cause she was on fire, man. She was on fire hot. I'm talking about she got a shot. I'm talking about her ball handler skills. She handles the ball. She handles the ball.
Kyrie.
If y'all ain't ever seen a woman handle a bat, listen, let me.
Kyrie.
You didn't even know. Like, she got mad handles, man, but she tore her ACL. I just want to send my condolences out to her and her family. You know, because that's, man, and she only 17. She's only 17.
I think 17 or 19. It don't matter. Either way, it's a child.
Something like that. Like, well, yeah, but she might be 18, 19 now. But yeah, but like, man, she young.
Can I tell you something, bro? She's gonna listen. This is gonna be a blessing in disguise, bro. Because women's college basketball, and women's sports in general is blooming, right? Where dude, you take a year off, you're gonna be the first pick a year from now, or that salary cap ain't gonna be the same. You know what I mean?
Well,
but you're right.
I don't know how the women's salary cap go. I don't know how they.
Well, I mean, they're each year they get more money. So, you know what I'm saying? Where you know what I'm saying? After Caitlin Clark, you know what I'm saying? Because I looked this up, bro, because when I seen that shit, I was like, oh no. You know right, but yeah, dude, with the NIL, you know what I'm saying? A year off ain't gonna hurt her. You know what I'm saying? Let the women's professional sports get an extra year under their belt once the numbers are gonna add up. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a blessing in disguise.
Hey, so what's crazy is, bro, so you know, she, like I say, she just tore her ACL, right? So
Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it. I actually didn't see it.
Freak accident, just crazy. Just basketball, though. She was driving.
So Nike is dropping Juju Watkins sneaker before next season. So she got a so yeah. So she got a sneaker. Yeah, so she got a sneaker that's coming out, man. You know, and hey, and listen, a lot of times, you know, us as guys, bro, we really don't even focus on the women's shoes and the women's sneakers. It's another one that's got a nice, she got a nice little sneaker out, man. But you know, we don't.
So wait, she didn't lose her shoe deal. That would be illegal.
No,
That would be illegal. Right. Oh,
no,
so
she's
they're
not
not releasing the shoe.
No, they dropping it. So Nike is dropping Juju Watkins sneaker before next season. So
they're dropping it like in a good, like out to the fan. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? When I first seen it though, bro, that's what I thought. And I wanted to come up here and be like, "Hey, this is a bitch."
That's what I heard. Right, you know what I mean? That's great. That's what I heard when you said they dropped it. Right, where I was like, "Oh shit, no."
Yeah, so the article says, yeah, she said, so the article says, I'm just going to read a little bit. Over the weekend, one of college basketball brightest stars went down with a season-ending injury. The USC Trojans guard Juju Watkins suffered a torn ACL while playing in the second round of the 2025 Women's NCAA tournament. So I'm going to pause it right there because that's what hurt. Because they was in the NCAA tournament on the path to being a champion. You know what I'm saying? Like setting her mark and solidifying her legacy in women's college basketball, and she suffered a torn ACL. So I know mentally, you know, that it's gotta hurt. Again, like I say, condolences to her and her family, and I hope and I wish for a speedy recovery for her. And like you said, Cito, this might be good, you know, for her to and I don't want to, not good for her to be hurt, but just good for this to happen earlier on in her career. So now, you know what I'm saying, they can make the corrective or do what they need to do and train her up and get her, you know what I'm saying, ready to go. Because I don't know if she's going to continue with her next 2 years in college or whether she's going to go into the WNBA draft. She could have went last year.
Right. But it's the NIL though.
So if she stays, yeah, she don't. But don't. So do they still keep their NIL once they get NBA contracts, or do they lose them?
No, you lose them. But that's why you would stay back in school, right? Yeah, and that's what I mean in the sense, right? If you're, let's say you're the first out of the first 10 picks, let's say they offer you $1 million for, you know what I'm saying? Because you know the WNBA doesn't have that kind of like revenue yet, but but if you can make $4 million going to college, like for example, the kid from Cooper Flag. From Duke, right? Where he's making $7 million. Right. Where he knows he's a guaranteed first pick, but if you ain't sure, why wouldn't you stay another year? Make $7. You know what I'm saying? Get a little more work in. Where like I said, it for her, where because dude, I've just been watching women's basketball for like 2 or 3 years now. You know what I'm saying? Where it's very fundamental. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to sound like a chauvinistic pig, but man, feel free to put that basket at 9 3/4. You know what I'm saying? Right, so they can get up there, gym that shit. Right. But
you know, I would like to see a lot more women, you know, Showtime and then dunking the basketball. I really think they stopping them. I think they telling the women they can't do it because I know it's some women out there that can really dunk. Even if you lower the basketball just a feet or two, they can dunk that fucking ball. Like it'll bring some excitement to the game.
Right, but listen, there's also, listen, where we lose sight as men, though, where women, where they're a little smaller than us. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's not being sexist. There's a reason they separate men and women in sports. We are naturally stronger. It's not your choice; it was God's choice. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying in the sense of like a lot of women ain't though. If you're a woman that's 6'6", you're huge. You know what I mean? You're huge, right? So the reason we don't see them dunk is because a lot of them aren't over 6'6". Their center might be 6'7". You know what I mean? And but I do like the fact they play fundamental and it's team ball. Right? Yeah, like it's team ball where. And but I think it's. Like I said, I'm saying I wish nothing but the best recovery, but I think in the angle of more eyes. Right, where now, dude, where for example, dude, I don't think so many people are gonna watch the tournament now because she was the star to watch.
Yeah,
right, that's right. So the fact that she's gonna increase the value because the numbers are gonna go down a little bit, it gives the players the power. You feel me? And that's what I mean by next year, she'll have a lot more control because you could actually use the numbers to your advantage. Right? Be like, listen, if she was playing, the ratings would be a little higher.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because she's actually one of the faces, and she's not
Yeah.
even in the WNBA. It's college.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, I wish nothing but the best. You know what I'm saying? Where I believe in technology, I guess enough that her knee's gonna be fine. Hopefully, I mean, because at the end of the day, right? You know what I'm saying? But then listen, once again, like we always talk, we're like, yo, sports is for an education. It's not for, right? You know what I mean? Real talk. Exactly. This is exactly what you always say. We're right. Well, listen, right, great. So you want to be a pro, and then your knee blows out. Now what you gonna do?
Yeah.
Man, so it's crazy how it all goes full circle.
We're not laughing at that. We're not laughing at that or trying to make fun at it. We just trying to
not at all.
Yeah, we're trying to be realistic. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, don't get me wrong. Again, like we talk about the ratios and the percentages and the statistics of, you know, actual players making it. Like, what if you get to the league and you get hurt? You know, hey, when y'all get them scholarships, man, and y'all get in school, listen, Juju, your career ain't over, baby. I know you want to ball. Hey, but guess what? You want a 4-year university, man. Learn what you need to learn, get what you need to get while you in there. So when your leg heal and you do go to the WNBA, because she's going, you know, if she's healthy, she's going to go. But have something to fall back on. You know, everybody don't go into coaching, or everybody don't go or get back into the athletic field. You know, some people get wore out with this shit, whereas shit, they ain't playing no more. They don't even want to see a ball. It no type of football.
Right. Absolutely, bro. It falls in the same thing as a chef, bro. You think a chef is gonna go home and eat what he cooks every night? You know what I mean? Right. But like you always preach, Bearded Dog, where it's about the business. It's all a business. It's a business. It's a business. It's a business. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter how athletic you are. Well, listen, LeBron's running a business. You think he got his son into the league by not being a business? You think he's just that good of a basketball player? Or is it business where they're like, where he could say, hey, sign my son or I leave? And they're like, no, you bring too much money. I'll sign your son. Right. It's a business.
And I want to and just to touch on LeBron before I finish off this article. Like, so just like with the G League, when we was talking about Bronny the other day and he's doing good. Now, you know, he just scored 52 points as well. So Bronny is actually I think he's second. He leading in the G League in scoring. I think he's second in leading with 24. And that white boy that won the dunk contest. What's his name? He been winning the dunk contest for the past 3 years. But he's leading the D League with 24.6 points a game, which is tragic because he didn't have a few 10-day contracts, not to take it off of LeBron, but I believe that little white boy should be in the league, man. Somebody should give him a shot. But
well, I mean, go ahead. Sorry. I told you I get excited.
Yeah, but just like Bronny though. But Bronny, man, he coming along, he doing his thing. And like you say, you know, it's a business, you know. Yeah, we know it's a little bit of nepotism. We know it's a little bit of his daddy being a great player. But again, it's business. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But listen, his daddy didn't get him in. Michael Jordan would have got his kid in if it was about being a great basketball player. I'm saying it's about the revenue that you bring in.
Yeah, so Bronny, his jersey is the #1 selling jersey. And also, do you know people now? You can watch all of the Lakers G League team on Tubi. You can watch it on Tubi. So, and why the hell you think people watching it on Tubi? Because of Bronny James.
Listen, bro. He is. Listen, where I don't know if LeBron knows this, and if he's listening, listen, where he is passing the torch in the sense of. Dude, where like you said, the white kid, the dunk, the leads of the G League, we don't know his name. We only know Bronny because of his name. If it wasn't for his name, it'd be like, yo, that kid deserves a chance. You know, if it was the same kid that went to USC that had the heart attack, you'd be like, yo, he's back. Oh, look, right. But since it's Bronny James, you know what I'm saying? Right. You start to like, oh, but you're not your dad type deal. Or whatever. But my point is, dog, where LeBron is such a genius, dog, where I don't give a fuck what anybody says about his basketball. Jordan, Kobe, first, second, third. Dog, if he ain't top 3, top 5, you don't know anything about basketball. So the fact that he gets to stay relevant, not him himself, just the fact that his son gets to carry the torch now because the kid relates to the young kids, where he's changing. I'll give you, and I'm sorry to get wordy with this, but listen, where when Curry came in, basketball went to we can all shoot threes. He changed the math. Then Curry did not get a Division I offer. He didn't even get grandfathered into North Carolina. He didn't even get grandfathered. He went to Davidson.
Yep.
Dude, they said he was too small and bad ankles. Ooh, they forgot about he could shoot.
Yeah, bad ankles. Yeah, remember when he first got into the league?
Yeah, no, he's too small. Right. And now listen, where people you see Curry shoot, but you don't see the off-ball movement. Man, dude, hey, he's not the best one-on-one. He's not AI, but dude, he catches a screen and that release. So I say all that to say this, where in the sense of like where Bronny gets to make the kids have somebody to relate to. You feel me? Where now I feel he could change the motive as in hard work. You don't have to be so talented. Where my daddy was talented, I put in the work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where I put in the work, where Curry put in the work. You don't see it. Where dude, Curry takes horrible shots. But when you practice,
well, you know what though? They look horrible, but he dropping them motherfuckers.
Because he practices it. That's my point. Right. And to us, it looks well. Who the fuck would shoot from half court?
Right.
That's a horrible shot. You're 40 feet away, and if you notice, NBA players started to step back a little bit. Actual NBA players were like, "Wait a second, I should practice this too." Yep. Well, we got game time because of Curry.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying they're in the league at the same time, but now you know this. Where listen, Klay Thompson doesn't get the props because Klay Thompson was he's a marksman. You feel me? He's a catch and shoot.
He ain't doing shit over there with the Mavericks,
right. But my point is he's catch and shoot. Right. He's catch and shoot. He's catch and shoot. Curry, or dude, it's the off ball shit that makes him special. Like, and I see a lot of Curry and Juju. A lot of Curry and Juju. A little bit undersized. No, right. But Juju got a shot. But dude, she got a shot.
Juju got a mid-range shot. Juju ain't got no. She not a behind the. I mean, she can, but Juju more of a drive to the basket, more of a mid-range shot, more of a ball handler. Kyrie, when I say, Kyrie, but though where she in the women's game, you don't shoot as many threes because it's fundamental basketball. You feel me? And that's what I mean. She has a shot. You know what I mean? She just doesn't use it. Unless you're Caitlin Clark, because Caitlin Clark pulling back there from where Steph at. Hey, Caitlin, I'm just saying, Caitlin Clark pulling she knocking that shit down with ease, bro. She knocking that shit down.
Listen, she will never be the face of the league. You know what I'm saying? Even though they tried to, but she is a pioneer. But she's a pioneer. You feel me? She got me to watch. She got me to watch on a consistent basis. Bro, I tuned in where I was like, what the fuck? Who is this Caitlin Clark girl? Let me see. Man. But that's what's up.
Let me finish out the article. But that's what's up though. So it says Watkins' injury was devastating news for the rising star and her massive fan base. However, Watkins is sure to return, and her sneaker sponsor is betting on it. According to Kicksfinder, Nike plans to release a player executive colorway of Nike GT Cut 3 Turbo LE design for Watkins. Currently, there are no official pictures unreleased of the hoop shoe, because I wanted to show y'all a picture, but they ain't got one. It says, however, the silhouette will feature a coconut milk, black Amarillo color scheme. I don't know what the hell I know what coconut is, but the black Amarillo, I don't know. And additionally, it will cost $200 and drop on August the 1st, 2025. That is well before the start of the next NCAA season and the next time we see Watkins on the court. It says this is exciting but not surprising news. Earlier this season, Nike teamed up with UConn Husky guard Paige Beckers on a player exclusive colorway.
That's the one from Connecticut.
Yeah, that she got game too. Also, Nike has big plans for the future of his partnership with Watkins. In October, Watkins agreed to a multi-year contract extension with Nike. The deal made Watkins one of the richest shoe endorsement deals in women's basketball history. Since then, Watkins has starred in multiple marketing campaigns for Nike, including the new Just Win campaign. Athletes and fans can represent Watkins by shopping her gear on the Nike website. Hey, big ups to Juju, because like you say, bro, staying in college, NIL deals, and now she got a shoe deal. You know, and it's crazy that she injured herself, But big ups to Nike for still supporting and being behind the athlete, especially the woman athlete, and they still gonna drop her shoe in August. And she might not return to the court in August because it's an ACL tear, and that's usually
no, she ain't coming by August. Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't know how far technology has come, but this August, shit.
Yeah, but I don't think not by this August because she's just to it. So, but if she listen, but if she work real hard, man, and focus on her therapy, focus on training, focus on her diet, focus on her mental, focus on her spiritual. And
got a year off, right?
Yeah, right. And thank you. You can focus on school more. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be so much pressure. And not saying that this injury was good for her, but this injury could be good for her because now, like you say, she can focus more on school and maybe get to things that she couldn't have got. I don't know how her schedule is, and I'm not saying that she's a bad student athlete, but I'm just saying, that focus can be there more, and she can really find out what she really want to do with herself. You know what I'm saying? After basketball,
and like I said, it's also a wake up call for the athlete. You know what I'm saying? Where you might need that to realize. Like for example, in basketball, like listen, you coach football, you understand, dude, that it's next man up, but it's football. You know what I'm saying? In basketball, talent's always gonna win. If you have two, there's only 5 people on the court. You know what I mean? Where at the same time, you ain't nothing but one ankle injury away. Like for example, Damian Lillard, he got blood clots. Where
Kyrie.
Well, Kyrie did. Oh no, right. But I'm saying Damian Lillard just all of a sudden, no injury, just all of a sudden they thought he pulled a hamstring, and when they did testing, they found out, oh shit, you got blood clot. So my whole point of that is, listen, he's 15 years in the league. What happens if that happens to you, your junior, sophomore year of college? What are you gonna fall back on? You know what I'm saying? And I say that because you know what I'm saying. Every time I come here, I learn something. And sports is cool as shit. Sports is cool. Don't get it twisted, right? But you know what I'm saying, but there's 1 out of 1,000,000 gonna make it. Most of them people you see on your TV in college ain't gonna be pros. They're gonna be pros in something except the sport.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, just you know what I'm saying? Focus on your. And dude, this year she wouldn't have been the first pick because that girl from Connecticut is gonna go as the first pick just because she has size. She's going as the first pick. So
and what's crazy is, Nike, they was supposed to drop Nike was supposed to drop an all-white Charles Barkley. They pulled back on the Barkley shoe. I guess they putting all their faith in on Juju because they pulled back a few shoes.
But listen, women are coming, bro. And I say that because you know what I'm saying. My daughter wants to be in journalism, and I told her look into sports, because dude, where women's sports is on the up and up. You know what I'm saying, shout out to the women because I know we talk a lot of shit on here, and you know what I'm saying our loyal fan base might think, oh, it's they're no ma'am and shit. From what was that show? What was that show? Married with Children, right? You know what I mean? But nah, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? It's all love around here. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely it is. Oh, and speaking of the women, man, I don't know if y'all. Hold on, man. Let me get out of the camera so y'all can see my background. So, can y'all see that?
Yeah. Who that?
Good question, Cito. That was a very, very, very great question. Who is that in the background? Hey, man. So while we talking about the ladies, big ups to the ladies, man. I know it's Women's Month. Big ups to all the ladies and professional athletes, athlete ladies, professional ladies. That's doctors, lawyers, all of the above. Big ups to all the women. So the lady that's in the background, her name is Ann Turnbow Malone. She's an American businesswoman and inventor. She's from Illinois. She's from here. I'll read a little bit about it because I didn't even know who she was. So she was an American businesswoman, inventor, and philanthropist. In the first 3 decades of the 20th century, she founded and developed a large and prominent commercial and education enterprise centered on cosmetics for African American women.
She invented cocoa butter.
You know what I'm saying? So so she's from Illinois, but she so Illinois, Chicago, same difference. She from Metropolitan Illinois, but she died in Chicago, Illinois, and she's buried in Bear Oak Cemetery in Alsip, Illinois. That's that cemetery that's on 127th and Halsted. For all y'all that you know what I'm saying, don't know about it. Not saying that we gonna go there and visit it, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It sound like a sponsor to the show. the way you
No,
got that in.
yeah. You know, but you know, again, man, I like to highlight. Good evening, Professor Remo. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. And Grand Rising.
Benjamin Craven. Primo.
Yeah. So I just wanted to highlight, bro, because you know, a lot of times, you know, I tell you, you know, we create Black History 365 days a year.
Yeah.
You know, not just them 28 days that they give us. No, Burr Oak is not on Pulaski, brother. Burr Oak Cemetery. Okay, well, you know what? What's the cemetery? Okay. So what's the cemetery? No, brother. Okay, I might be wrong. So what's the cemetery on 127 then? You might be right. So what's the name? Ain't the name of that cemetery? I thought that cemetery in 127 was Burrow. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong, Remo. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, y'all. Remo, my moderator says Burrow is on Pulaski, so I guess that's the opposite way of Halsted. So I apologize for giving out the wrong. But still, we ain't going to the cemetery no damn way.
That shit did.
Yeah, that shit did literally, right? No, I just wanted to highlight, and you know what I'm saying, like I say, it is Women's Month. And again, like I was saying, bro, you know, we know about the Martin Luther Kings, we know about the Malcolm X's, we know about the Rosa Parks, and whoever else. But you know, a lot of these people that I put up, man, especially
Real
like
heroes.
Annie Malone, we don't know nothing about her. We know about and when you talk about cosmetics and things like that, we know about Bethune, Mary Bethune. You know what I'm saying? You only hear about certain people. You don't hear about, you know what I'm saying, those who really put, you know, had, you know what I'm saying, to the ground and really was out here, you know what I'm saying, for the struggle. So I mean, man, big up to even though she's no longer here, big ups to her, man. And big up, like I say, man, big ups to all the women in professional sports, big ups to all our mothers, our grandmothers, aunties, sisters, daughters. You know what I'm saying? Hey, women are just as important as men, man. Everybody's a person. We people. We need each other, you know? So it ain't nothing wrong with uplifting each other, man.
Shout out Benjamin. Hey, Mysterious, this you? Listen, if you want to come up here on the panel, come chop it up with us. Hey, that's my homie. I haven't seen him in a little while.
Dominguez, big ups to you, brother. He say proud of you, Cito, from your mysterious brother. Hey, big ups to you, Benjamin, man. Benjamin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that black button. Boop. It don't cost you nothing to hear me and Cito talk shit. It don't cost nothing to hear me and Cito talk shit.
It's free.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Cedar Park is on 127, and Bird Oak is on Pulaski. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's why I got you from the Chi, right? You from the Chi, Illinois, or you was like, nah.
No, you know, those cemeteries are actually out in the suburbs, but I ain't no cemetery person to be trying to figure out where the motherfuckers are for real.
I want back to the juju shit real quick. I'm sorry to get, you know what I'm saying, but so how do you feel? I'm saying, since you coach football, how do you feel about the NCAA tournament and all that? And I say that in the sense where I understand if you have a chance to win it all, cool. But if you know that, you know what I'm saying, because you know, let's be honest, you know, you know what I'm saying? Listen, when Toledo plays Alabama, they know there's an ass whooping in the works. Would you leave it? I mean, I'm guessing, knowing from what I know about you, you would allow your son to decide. But as a parent, bro, do you interfere and be like, no, it's not worth it? Because, well, listen, if this happens to Juju 3 years ago, she's fucked. Before Caitlin Clark, she's fucked.
I probably would, like, if it was my daughter or son, I probably would talk to them and let them make the ultimate decision. But of course, you know, I'm gonna be in their ear. Of course, I'm gonna tell them everything that I think or whatever. But you know, I'm gonna let them make the decision. And a lot of times, I know it's hard as parents to just let your kids make that decision, but you have to sometimes, because that's the only way they're gonna get those experiences. That's the only way they're gonna grow and learn. And don't get me wrong, I know we're here to guide them. That's just it. We're here to guide them. We're not here to actually lead them and make them do what the fuck we want them to do. That's not. See, people get that. I think about parents, us as parents, I believe we get that. You know, misconstrued. Of course, we're gonna lead them because they're children. The children can't lead themselves. I get that. But once they're of age, like how we talking about in this situation, I would probably let my child make that decision.
Okay, so you as a parent, what would you decide?
Now, as a parent, I probably would. I probably would be a little bit more.
Right. And the reason I ask is, like, you know, the bowl games and the NCAA tournament, it is really about the NCAA.
Yeah.
Then the tournament's not really for anybody to show out. You're gonna find a couple gems, Dwayne Wade. Then you're gonna find a couple gems, Steph Curry. But for the most part,
that's why I like NIL though, bro, because even if you're not going to find that gem, or even if you're not going to, some of these kids, man, and all kids don't get the $1 million, y'all. Listen, some kids get $100,000. You know what I'm saying? And I like that, and I like the fact that now that they playing the players. The only thing that I don't like about the football part is this portal shit.
Yeah.
Kids see now, because now college football is becoming professional.
It's business,
especially with these NIL deals. Because now, guess what? If it's a school or a sponsor that's going to offer me more money, and now since I can take this money, a lot of kids are leaving and jumping schools and getting into these portals. And and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't take advantage of your opportunity, but guess what, man? All that jumping around and going here and going there, when you get into the league, it don't correlate like that. That's not something that you can do. Ain't no portals there. Once you sign a 45-year contract, you have to do something heinous to get kicked out. For your contract to be void.
Right. Well, I would say, dude, like in football, for example, dude, I would like in the portal. Because listen, I'm a Hurricane fan, bro, where we got the quarterback. We got the quarterback from Georgia.
Wait a minute before you go. Don't they wait? Because I might have misspoke. They do the portal for basketball and football. I'll take that back.
Yeah.
So I don't like the portal period for no. I don't like that.
Right. I think you should get one portal. Right. Yeah. And that's it. Right. And if you portal, let's say you leave Alabama and you go to Miami and you want to leave Miami, you got to sit a year. I think that's the only way to make it. Right, where you just can't keep bouncing around. Right, you get one. I give you one. You ain't like
how you were saying, the quarterback that Miami got now that came from Georgia. This motherfucker said he didn't even want.
He didn't play the bowl game, and the Hurricanes gave him $7 million. And he knew he wasn't going to be the first pick. Right, I hope for the best, but I don't think it's fair. I think that's kind of corny. You know what I'm saying? I think it's corny. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a Hurricane fan, so I'm cool with it. It ain't my fucking money. but I think, you know what I'm saying? I think for that portal shit, right, it's too much free agency. Or maybe give each team a salary cap. You know what I'm saying? Just like you do NBA sports.
Right.
Hey, the most you can spend is 20.
See, but you know what though? See, but even within that, I think the NCAA, and this is just me and you talking, you know what I'm saying? So don't quote me, anybody out there that's watching. They trying to get the bulk of the money. I believe the NCAA want the bulk of the fucking money.
No, they do. And that's exactly why I was asking about the bowl games and the tournament. Because you're presenting NCAA now. That's the only thing you're selling is them.
Yeah, they're not selling the kids.
You're not selling the kids no more. You're hoping one of them stands out, but that's kind of what Nike wants. One of them to stand out, not you.
And again, knowing that as a parent, that's why like how you said, I would let my kid make that decision, but I would talk to them and let them know. And if that's something that they want to do, I'm gonna support it. But we got to talk to them and let them know. Listen, they're not doing this shit to highlight you. You know what I'm saying? This is for them to get money, and you got to know that. That's why we go to school, for that education and not that damn sports shit.
Can you imagine though if you did the homework and realized we're like, I'll play in a little tournament, but I'm gonna need this first.
So Rainbow says, how do you approach games when your team is hopelessly outclassed? Do you keep it real, or do you get your players' hopes up?
You keep their hopes up. Well, I mean, listen. I'm gonna go first, Bearded. I'm sorry, but like, listen. In football, it's any given Saturday or Sunday or Friday. You know what I'm saying? Right? It's a one game. You know what I'm saying? But once again, though, if you know you're outclassed and outmatched, and like I don't know. It's a thin line. It's a thin line, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's sports. You're playing to win. You're supposed to want to win. You're supposed to play for the love of the game. But there's so much money involved. Where, like Juju, if you don't play in the tournament, you never sprain your ankle. You still got the Nike deal. You still got the shoe coming out. You still gonna be first, second, third pick. You know what I'm saying? So it's very thin line, bro. I mean, I know I don't bet on my own team because I know I don't want to bet with my heart.
But Flash to go, what's going on, Flash to go? But it's still contractual too, because once you get that scholarship to get on that team and they do go to the tournaments now, because that's crazy. Because I could tell my kid, okay, well, you know what? You played the season, but fuck this tournament type shit. Now, again, are we stopping our athletes from being highlighted? Even though the NCAA might not be highlighting them, but it might be scouts that's looking
All right,
to see.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's what makes it. That's that thin line, right? Right.
Yeah, but as far as hopelessly outclassed, it's been a lot of times, man. I didn't, because last year, you guys, y'all know, man. Well, not you, though. You knew. But last year, after every game, man, I come let them know if we won, let them know if we lost. I'll be outclassed a lot of times. I try to make my little kids mean and evil, and I want them to hate me. You know what I'm saying? I won't not like that because we bring them back down, y'all. But I try to get that mean streak in kids who ain't got that mean streak. Because whether you're hopelessly outclassed or not, as long as you give me 1,000% out there, I don't give a fuck about a loss. I don't like losing, but as long as I know now if you out there and we outclassed and you ain't trying, now it's a difference between not trying and being outclassed or outmatched. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? There's always going to be a matchup, or it's always going to be a bigger, stronger team. But if you're going out there and you're not trying, I mean,
did you take that? Did you take that? Oh, did you earn it?
And that's why I try to keep the players' hopes up. Big ups to Coach Ricky in the motherfucking building. Hey, Flag. Oh, that's my little cuz. What up, little cuz? I had to see Flash the GOAT up there, boy. That's my little cousin, boy. That's the GOAT, boy. That's 50 TD Shouty in the season right there, boy. Hey, so Coach Ricky, so this is a great question for you. So how do you approach games where your team is hopelessly outclassed? Do you keep it real, or do you get your players' hopes up? But I get their hopes up. You can't have them out there being undefeated.
You can't feel defeated going in.
Yeah. Coach Ricky,
what's the word, brother?
Word, man. Did you hear the questions? How do you approach games when you?
I ain't hear the question. What's the question?
Okay, so how do you approach the games when you know your team are hopelessly outclassed? Do you keep it real, or do you get your players' hopes up?
Nah, we still gonna play like we can win because you can still fuck around and win.
Damn right.
Well, that was I thought I was gonna get a better ass out of the coach, but
he built Belichick.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong, man. I do keep it real to a certain point, because so this is what I say, because it's like this. Like a lot of times, bro, a lot of teams that I didn't coach, every team that we play, usually bigger than us. They usually older than us. But I tell my kids this after every game: are you hurt? No. Are you injured? No. They running around this motherfucker full of energy, flipping each other, doing it, and it's like we lost. But the same energy that you got after the game, why you ain't have that energy during the game? If you not hurt, and yeah, they bigger than y'all, but y'all tackling. Listen, if y'all not hurt, don't give up. Like Cito say, man, any given Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You know what I'm saying? As long as you doing.
But I'm sorry, just in professional sports, dude, it ain't the best that makes it. It's the hardest worker.
Yeah.
I'm saying, listen, you see the guy shooting, you don't realize he shot 1,000 free throws this afternoon.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong, talent do, but again, hard work, dedication, and teamwork
gives you a chance.
It gives you a chance, man. You can't be out there, cussing your team out and you know what I'm saying, just thinking it ain't. No, you can't do that, man. Because once you get mentally unfocused, that's most of the times in the game, though, bro. When the kids are bigger, it ain't even that the kids are bigger that they hit harder. Usually, it's just when kids see bigger kids,
it's intimidation. Yeah.
It's intimidation. And I believe that shit's still going in NFL.
Of course.
When you see
size always gonna play a factor in certain sports for sure. Especially in youth sports, kids. Youth sports is always a mental thing when it comes to size. Right. But then you got some kids like the kids I had on that them 10-year-olds that I had. You got some kids like that they ain't care about size, they ain't care about ranks, they ain't care about
none of it.
They wanted to meet on the 50.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
It was meet on the 50.
Yeah, well, we see that. Look what happened to Kansas City and the Philadelphia Eagles.
But I knew they was going to get ran over. I knew they was going to get ran over. Hey, listen, Philadelphia going. Ooh, you'll see. I'm just gonna leave it there. Though. They bringing the run game back. They get Philadelphia gonna be a problem.
Philadelphia Fuck this shit. Watch what I tell y'all, man. Y'all, the Philly did all that shit. They gonna come out this year flat as hell. They gonna lose their first 3 games. I bet you.
Oh, they play the Giants, Washington or something.
Oh, well, shit. Well, nah, they play them up. Hold on, I forgot what division.
Oh no, it's Super Bowl winners. So they're gonna play Thursday night. I mean, if I recall correctly, but listen. But football, dude. I mean, in all sports, yes, it's physical, duh. But to become a Bruce Bowen, to become, dude, a Klay Thompson, where you're a spot-up shooter, that's hard work. You feel me? Yeah, that's work you put in. You get what you put in is what the hell you gonna get back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, did anybody watch that LeBron James interview with Pat McAfee?
I started to and I fell asleep, but listen, him and listen, how about they put them in a ring together? Because both of them is out here. Him and Stephen A is out here just poking.
So and you know, we talked about that Stephen A. Smith shit. Like, do y'all think they should just let that shit go, man, and just let it go? Like, why?
I think they can't, for the simple fact of you need to be relevant. You feel me?
But LeBron James is relevant. Stephen A. Smith is the biggest fucking contract deal for analysts on ESPN. Everybody getting their money. Everybody, like, why are we? And again, they keep saying that, well, he criticized them as a father. I mean, yeah, bro, analysts, bro.
This beef has been going on for 20 years.
Like, what else?
It's just exploded. It's been bubbling for 20 years. You feel me? That's what we lose sight on. And then it's been bubbling.
Then you know, he mentioned about some who said he spent that much money on his body. He was trying to say,
He's like, I pay for my body, but $1 million. I don't know who made up that number.
Yeah.
Steroids ain't that expensive. But listen, what I will say though,
steroids ain't that expensive? $1 million. Don't do LeBron like that, man. Don't do LeBron like that.
But listen, what I will say is, and timing is everything. Well, listen, can we not say Stephen A. fixed Bronny? Because ever since the little showdown,
Bronny been going. Hey, you absolutely.
So can we not say thanks, Stephen A. Smith?
Hey, let's get. Hey, while we were talking shit, get Stephen A. Smith around the motherfucker. Hey, because if it wasn't for Stephen, Bronny wouldn't be out here snapping, man.
I mean, you feel me?
Yeah, for real. But hey, and then they asked LeBron, did him and Michael Jordan talk? And he was like, "Nah, we don't talk." He said he think MJ is a competitor, and MJ watch him run up and down with the 23 jersey and shit like that. Man, let me tell you something. MJ ain't
him right now.
But don't get me wrong. I like those type of questions, but then again, I don't like those type of questions because, you know, those type of questions, you know, now we get into them GOAT conversations. Now we get into the different era conversation. Don't get me wrong. These new players today, yeah, they doing more than what the fuck old players did. But guess what? Y'all wouldn't have lasted 10 games.
Right. Yeah, listen, if you think you won't get around that man when he's allowed to put his hand on your hip, if you don't sit down somewhere. And I don't want to be the old man, get off my lawn. Yes, you kids are more athletic and all that, but what the fuck you gonna do when I put a shack in the paint? You gonna keep shooting threes? Because I'll trade you my 2 guaranteed for you to shoot a fucking 40-footer.
They don't last long, bro. Like, they so brittle, man. Everybody fucking down. Look at Dallas. Right now, Dallas is on the verge, if y'all didn't know, Dallas is on the verge of forfeiting their whole fucking season. That's crazy. I never heard of that shit.
I'm laughing at Anthony Davis for the simple fact of, like, young man, talented. Listen, you see, I'm built like a fucking 12-year-old. But yo, Anthony Davis, oh my. If you wasn't 7 feet tall, what would you do for a living? Because you would have died in my NBA. And I'm not saying mine was better. I am saying mine was tougher. You would have died, young man. like they would have put you in the basket too. You 7 feet tall. Now get near the basket like basketball players are supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like Kevin Durant, dude, he's one where now it's crazy because, like, yo, I say Dirk was the first 7-footer, but he was European, so we saw it different. Now to see American 7-footers, we're like, yo, y'all think y'all Durant? And I bring up the Durant thing though because listen, where where he gets slept on in the sense of like, bro, he's just here to hoop. He don't winning is cool, all that is cool. He's a hooper. I'm saying, Durant can score 50 every night if he wanted to. No, ain't nobody stopping Durant, you know what I'm saying? But he prefers to like try to play basketball the right way. You saw when he in the trade rumors, right? When he was like, bro, I'm gonna end the season with my peoples, and then they asked him why, and he was like, because moving in the mid-season is crazy. Anyway, a lot of people just see professional sports as you're just a professional athlete. There's a lot that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot. It's interesting.
And those bonds and relationships that you build, and then you leave in the middle of the season. And don't get me wrong, I know it's business, but that shit, adults get mentally fucked up too, bro. Like doing so, you know, I respect them for staying and not leaving mid-season.
You know what? A lot of people don't understand. It's still a job. You feel me? Like people don't understand it's a job, bro. You only see 2.5 hours a day. No, this is every day. Wake up, shoot, eat, whatever, breakfast. And you know, at any job, there's gonna be a lot of people you don't get along with. You know what I mean? Right? It's anywhere in the world. Huh? It's interesting.
Professor Remo says Stephen A. Smith ain't lied to us about nothing. He has his views, but I can't call him a liar. And you know what? And Professor, you are absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying? You absolutely correct. Stephen A. Smith ain't said shit wrong about LeBron. I don't think he said shit wrong about Bronny. You know, and actually, bro, he really didn't even at first. He didn't even like when he got on. He went on Gilbert Arenas podcast.
Yeah,
and he was like, at first, I didn't say shit. He's saying I didn't want to say nothing because this is the reason why I didn't want to say shit. You know what I'm saying? But he says, well, I think LeBron came to me more as a father versus a person who's an athlete. And again, I think that shit was ass because again, LeBron, this man get paid to report how athletes perform.
Man, you're gonna ask him on an ABC game, nationwide game in the middle of the end of the third quarter where can't nobody do nothing. Well, listen, I think LeBron is very, very. Remember, though, he played for the Heat, bro. Best basketball in my life. I know a restaurant that went out of business, by the way, when we had the big three, and they were giving away free meals if you spent over $100. In the fucking Heat started 8 and 9 that year. Where that restaurant went out of business. Well, I feel that now with LeBron and Stephen A. Smith, now they have to poke at each other because you're in the it keeps the NBA relevant. Stephen A. is gonna stay relevant. He's the voice. I think like, you know what I'm saying, we're like not to be racist, but like LeBron tried to pull the black card. We're both black men. Like no, we're two professionals doing our jobs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I also think that LeBron kind of did it to motivate his son a little bit. Yeah, he tried to protect them, but I think he was trying to light a little fire under his son's ass. We're like, bro, they talk about you, kid. You know what I'm saying? They were like, I told you a couple days back. Where this off season, if you don't think Bronny's gonna have a post up game, because LeBron is like, fuck me practicing. He's gonna stand there and nigga, you're gonna post me up. Right? We're gonna give you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get a little 20-footer. Right. No, it's at the end of the day, it's your son. This is when you get into it's your son. Fuck the Stephen A. Smith shit. You take this off season and be like, nah, nigga, hold on, bro. You can't let them do this.
Yeah, right. That's what I would think, bro. Versus, come on, because again, like it's just an analyst. That's like I said. That's why I said what I said, bro. Why y'all can't make these phone calls and shit? You know, and it's crazy. But you know what? But they all do this to stay relevant. Remember when we was talking about the Just Hilarious and the Breakfast Club shit? Like communication is key. Y'all couldn't have called her. And let me get on that too. To change switching from LeBron.
Let's go.
So I'm watching the Breakfast Club the other day, right? So I'm watching the Felicia Rashad interview, which I told people to go check it out. That was a good interview, right? But then I hear I hear another chick voice, and I'm like, damn, they still got this broad. So she on the show. She ain't no producer. I see what the fuck Just Hilarious was talking about. So as you watch the show and you see more of her involvement, and a lot of people say, well, ain't she still getting paid? I get that. But again, if y'all hire me to do the show and I'm on the show and this is me, I'm supposed to be speaking, why the fuck is she in every episode and she's speaking? That means y'all cutting my time down, and in a minute after my time get cut down, guess what? They're gonna cut that pay down because they're gonna be like, well, look, we gotta pay her too, just like we paying you, and this has got
my start a new segment type deal. Right.
But if you do start a new segment, let her do it by herself.
No, right. But I'm saying where people don't understand, like sharing the money. Like Bearded, listen, me and you go through this where, you know what I'm saying? Where I told you though, where give me some time. You know what I'm saying? I know I be over talking to you, and that you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get our rhythm. We're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? We better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's basically the same exact shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Remo say LeBron is trying to draw attention away from him not playing any defense for the past 9 years.
Duh. How else you gonna be in the league till 40?
Hey, you know what though, man? He don't have I ain't never really talked about LeBron in his defense because you know he get them little chase down blocks and shit like that. But LeBron really don't play no defense. He really don't. Well, who really does now though?
There's no right for what? Listen, and the NBA encourages you not to play defense because it looks better when the score is 120 to 115, 135. But bro, I'm a Heat fan. Duh, when we played the Bulls, you know what I'm saying? We retired Michael Jordan's number. Do you know how many ass whoopings you got to take from an individual to retire his number, bro? Hey, dude, where they interviewed Pat Riley, Pat Riley was like, I don't want nobody on my team thinking they're Michael Jordan.
That's why he got rid of Jimmy Butler.
No, he got rid of Jimmy because we didn't have a choice. Because Jimmy makes a mess.
But since Jimmy been with Golden State has been winning games, man.
And then I'll bring this all back to the LeBron thing, where LeBron showed the players we have the power. They come to watch us. We're listening where Jimmy was sitting there. I'm not happy. Right. The minute he got traded, he wants his money. He can't just say, fuck you, pay me. All right. So you know what? I'm going to throw a tantrum and you're going to get rid of me. You don't have a choice. You can't. And that's a LeBron James factor. That's what I call it. That's a LeBron. No, I mean, it's the LeBron. Dude, LeBron was a genius, bro. Why would I sign 5 years here if I make more money out of basketball and every year I can control where I go? Well, dude, he held the Lakers hostage. But bro, think about how much money he brings in. He didn't. It's not about him. It's not about the NBA signing his son. It's about LeBron saying, "Where whoever I sign with has to." Wasn't just the Lakers. Anybody is going to sign me. You bring in my chip with you. That's the power of the players. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. And I'm glad that you know. At least in basketball and baseball, that the players are getting they just do. Now we can just reciprocate this shit to football. You know what I'm saying? We'll be all right. Hey, Sean Diacor, Lord, he say, dropping my like and listening while I cook. What you cooking, brother? What you cooking, man? I could use a meal. Remo says, no, the Lakers have to play 4-on-5 defense. He say, LeBron
3-on-5. If you think LeBron don't play D, Luka can't spell D.
I was just gonna say over there, Remo, it really ain't no defense. Hey, so did y'all see that game, man? When Luka had to step out in the zone, when he had to step out against SGA cooked his ass. Boy, he could, man. Luka, he great offense, but Luka ain't got no type of defense.
I mean, he might in a spurt because he's a big dude. But you know what I'm saying. But if you're expecting this, but he can't wait to try to kick it into the basket. Yeah. Defense, what is that?
That's crazy.
You know what I do like that. What's that Reeves kid? When he wears a little bandana for the Lakers, little white boy. He reminds me of Jason Williams.
Austin Reeves.
Ooh. Oh boy,
so Austin Reeves, so as of late, Austin Reeves been averaging like 28.4, 28.4.
He nice.
Since the bomb was out.
Yeah,
he
nice.
Yeah, so you know what? He says Luka is being exposed. And I agree 100% with that, because in the type of in the type of offense that the Lakers have, that they run and defense they run, Luka really, he is getting exposed offensive wise too. Luka offense ain't really picked up with the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's because LeBron, but LeBron trying to let him go. LeBron like, go, shit, I'm damn at 50. I can't be jumping around.
So but let me ask you this. Do you think it's a mental thing for being traded? Because you know egos are big, especially in professional sports, dude. So that can really, you know what I'm saying? We're like, what do you mean? It wasn't good enough. Like,
so you know what? I would agree with that, but I don't think it. I think it's more of a Lakers than a mental thing, which is still mental. Because you know, Lakers, it's the Lakers.
Right. You know? So you think he's feeling some type of pressure?
Yeah.
Even with LeBron there? That's interesting. That's it. Right. Okay.
Even with LeBron now.
Okay.
Because you got to think about it. LeBron been trying to sit his ass down for the past 3 years. Remember, he was trying to give it to AD, but Anthony Davis didn't want to pick it up. So
LeBron, no thanks. You want some of this, old man? No.
I guarantee you that if LeBron had somebody on that team, man, that was like, fuck LeBron and let me take over, LeBron wouldn't care. He'd sit down. I don't think LeBron ego is that because he got the money. I don't think LeBron would be.
But listen, but right there is why he's never be Michael. And I'm sorry to interrupt you, but that's why you're not a Michael, you're not a Kobe, because you don't have that killer. Yeah, you're the greatest basketball player probably ever, IQ wise, but that you don't have that killer instinct. I don't need you to make the right play. I need you to fucking miss or make it. Very simple. Listen, ask Steve Kerr. Ask Kerr when Jordan was like, "Man, fuck this play. Listen, I'm gonna drive. They're gonna collapse. You're gonna be wide open. Don't miss it." Ask Paxson.
Professor says Austin Reeves remind him of Kirk Heinrich. What you think?
I think Kirk Heinrich was more like a defensive specialist. You know what I'm saying? I think Kirk Heinrich.
Kirk could score too. Now, come on, Cito, don't do Kirk
he could score, but what I see about the Austin kid, you know what I'm saying, well, remember, I don't get to see Laker games. I'm in Miami, so I get to catch little highlights. But when I do see a game, like, dude, we're like, he looks real comfortable out there. I like him. Not gonna lie, I like him. Like this, as a Heat fan, I'll take him. And make him my dude. Where he has ball handles and he plays with like this weird little flow that I don't see too many players play with. Like he seems very relaxed out there. Like no pressure.
So they want him to take more shots, but you know he trying to play basketball because that's how he getting his goals. So I'd rather play basketball because when he playing basketball, he's scoring 28 points.
Right.
Shit up. We had those bad games. Let him go with it. Let him do what he do. He'll come into it like you say. I like him, but Kirk Heinrich, I think he's a little bit more offensively and defense.
Defense, Heinrich is nasty.
Yeah. So Austin, defense wise, he still got a little working. I think he needs to just get a little stronger and just and be a little bit more motivated. You know, I think he's
right. He's out there to score, baby. Right.
Yeah. Hey man, we got some bad news, man. We got another Michael Vick out here, y'all. Ex-NBA player arrested in what DOJ described as the largest.
He said Michael Vick, DOJ.
Yeah. So listen, ex-NFL player arrested in what DOJ describes as the largest dogfighting bust in history.
Again?
In history. You hear me?
Again?
Yeah, man. No. It says it's Department of Justice describes this as the largest dogfighting bust in its history.
I like when you say DOJ. It makes it so much funnier.
Yeah.
The DOJ, Department of Justice, the dog.
So running back LaShawn Johnson of Arizona Cardinals carries the football during the Cardinals' 1918 loss at Tampa Bay. Okay, so former NFL player was arrested in what the Justice Department called the largest federal dogfighting bust in history. Nearly 200 dogs seized in a raid. It says in October, federal investigators served a search warrant at an Oklahoma property belonging to 54-year-old LaShawn Johnson, ex-Arizona Cardinals running back, a former running back with the Green Bay Packers. What is that, Green Bay? He got on the air. Well, I guess he played with both. So it says, so ex-former running back with Green Bay Packers. It says they just seized 190 pit bull type dogs, the largest number of dogs seized from a single person in a federal dog fighting case. Investigators allege Johnson ran a dog fighting operation called Mal Kent's Kennels in Broken Arrow and Haskell, Oklahoma. Before establishing Mal Kent Kennels, Johnson ran another operation called Crazy Side Kennels. In 2004, he pleaded guilty to state animal fighting charges over the Crazy Side Kennels operations and got a 5-year deferred sentence. what the hell is? So he didn't go to jail? Like, what happened?
He deferred.
Deferred. When he deferred, all that shit means he paid the money.
Right. I'm good.
Yeah. So according to court filings from the most recent case, Johnson bred champion and grand champion fighting dogs to produce offsprings with fighting traits and abilities desired him and others. Champions and grand champions refer to dogs that have won 3 or 5 fights. So okay, so when they say champion or grand champion, those are dogs that have won 3 to 5 dog fights. I didn't know that. One of the canines named Hog had won 8 dog fights, which investigators characterized as an unusually high number of wins in the dog fighting community. Court filings state that Johnson advertised the animals to sell stud rights and offsprings. Which would be, see, this shit is crazy. So the former football player allegedly sold offsprings from the dog and others to other dog fighters looking to incorporate the male kennel bloodline in their own operations. So basically, if you had a kennel and you don't have dogs that was good at fighting, he would sell his fighting dogs to you so he can breed their dogs. So hopefully that DNA will be inside of that dog.
I got 2 questions. One, I'm gonna get to the serious question. Second, the first question is like, how the fuck you know this dog's 8-0? And then you get busted. We're like, hey, your dog's way too undefeated.
I don't know how. But you know what? Listen, but documents and records, because I'm pretty sure if it's a real kennel and they are fighting, I'm pretty sure they recording the records and it's wrote down somewhere.
You're not supposed to fight him. He probably posted it on his Instagram somewhere. It was like, I got this football that's 8-0. Dry snitching is what I call it. But my real question was, where remember with the Vic story though, where they considered it part of a community, and I don't mean dog fighting community. I'm trying to say, what's that word you always say with the M? Come on, you got me though. Melanated. Yeah, I knew we was gonna get it. Right.
But that's some bullshit because most Mexicans and Hispanics and Latinos own pit bulls.
Right. And we'll fight chickens and we'll fight roosters and we will fight them all. So my question to you is, do you think that it is made a bigger deal because of the complexion of the man's skin?
I believe so, because I can't listen, man. You know damn well it's a lot of, he ain't the only mother. Come on. Where do you think we got this here from? White folks, I don't want to.
I mean, they're called pit bulls for a reason. They're called bulldogs for a reason.
So they started that shit and we got into it now. I ain't gonna say it's right or wrong, but yeah, you know, that's with anything. Shit, like if me and you was outside and we had a white homie and all of us had the same amount of drugs on us, guess who they gonna slam the worst? Me and you.
Well, you, brother. I'm running.
Well, me. You know what I'm saying? White boy gonna walk off. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't even my dog.
Right. Guess what? I do you one better. Shit, I ain't even got to have the dope. Y'all can have the dope, and I'm still gonna go to jail.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't mean to laugh, but I swear to God.
I know. Yeah, that's how it is, though, bro. So let me finish off this article real quick. So it says, investigators say Johnson contributed to the growth of dog fighting industry across the country and benefited financially. It is illegal to fight dogs in a venture that affects interstate commerce and possesses, train, transport, deliver, sell, purchase, or receive dogs for fighting purposes, the department said in a news release. An attorney for Johnson contacted by the Independent declined to comment on the case. The defendant made his first appearance in court last week. He's being charged with possessing 190 pit bull type dogs for use in an animal fighting venture and selling, transporting, and delivering dogs for use in an animal fighting venture. That's crazy. He faces a maximum of 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine on each count. Dog fighting is a cruel, bloodthirsty venture, not a legitimate business or sporting activity, said the U.S. Attorney Christopher J. Wilson for the Eastern District of Oklahoma. I applaud the investigative work of the FBI and Justice Department, Environment and Natural Services Division in detecting and dismantling breed operations which only serve to propagate and this deplorable conduct.
Right, man.
But in other countries, man, like chicken and rooster fighting and shit, like that shit ain't none of this shit legal. Like, guess what, bro? two grown men before they made boxing legal in the UFC. Now boxing was legal, but guess what? UFC was outlawed.
Because well, I mean, right, boxing also, where that's how they figured out where put them in a weight class and put the gloves on. That right. All of it is the same thing. I'm sorry, sorry. Like I said, I'm gonna mute myself. I get caught up in convo.
So it's the same shit. So and listen, and y'all can say what y'all want to say. I really don't even give a fuck. So you mean to tell me you ain't mad at two grown motherfuckers in the ring sitting there beating the fuck out of each other, beating their brains in, and now when they 50, 60 years old, they shaking uncontrollably and can't fucking read right, can't write right, can't walk right because they been in this damn pugilistic sport.
For your entertainment.
Right, for your entertainment, for our entertainment. Don't get me wrong, bro. I enjoy, but it's we animals just like the dog animals. What's the fucking big deal?
I mean, bro, so my question is, I feel when it comes to this, like pit bulls are the only ones that lose. You know what I'm saying? Because they get their breed gets shitted on. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, but
I'm sorry, Remo says I knew the guy that had the biggest dog fighting ring in Illinois history. I had just dropped him off at home before the feds hit him. He said this dude had 80 dogs.
Right. Listen, I don't mean it's correct, but I sit back and I wonder sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, I don't believe in all the animal abuse. We do be good to each other. You know what I'm saying? But like, dude, how do we care more about our dogs than we do about each other?
Yeah, that's crazy. Because
because if you had 180 people fighting, people would watch.
Dogs, you know, I'm not trying to compare us to dogs, bro. You feel me? But it's like, isn't that the same thing? Because that's getting in the UFC ring or getting to a boxing ring?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Right, it's a gym. Right. So, but that's what I mean. Where like we have this outlash. We have this. Oh, you can't do this to dogs. Blah, 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 but we don't care about humans that much. If it's two, like you said, if it's two humans fighting, knock yourself the fuck up.
Yeah, right.
So it's just crazy.
He said they need a Marquise of Queensberry rule book of animal fighting. You know what? I don't think because they love their animals. Well, don't get me wrong. People love animals in general. I don't think people would really sanction the rooster fighting, the dog fighting, any type of fighting. You know, I don't think people can grasp the concept or the understanding of the animals fighting, because guess what? Shit, they do this out in nature. Dogs fight, cats fight all the fucking time.
Right.
Why not have and then if you breed it for a specific purpose, now don't get me wrong. See, now here comes where it get tricky. Because these same dogs that they breeding that they fighting, guess what? Now, if we selling these dogs and these dogs get into the homes, into the household, now these are the dogs that's attacking our kids. These are the dogs that's attacking.
They become their owner.
Shit, unless you mistreating them and hitting them and doing all that crazy shit and fucking with them. Dogs just ain't. They just ain't doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. You might have some animals but that's their nature. We have to understand too. If we're going to classify them as animals, that's their nature. They supposed to be vicious. They animals. Just like we vicious. But I don't think we ever grasp that concept of actual controlled dog fighting. And I'm not saying that I want that, and that's something that we should be subscribing for. But again, like I say, shit, if humans can get in the ring and UFC and box, why not let the dogs do what they do?
Well, I think if you were to take it with you, Bobby. I mean, I would say in the sense of like, dude, we're race one. Right. You have to own 20, whatever, but you can only fight one or something. But my point is, dude, is that we have this outrage and everything, because it's a dog. But if we do it to each other, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Just crazy. Dude, I think the biggest issue, I think people want to just find a complaint about it. And listen, once again, I don't agree with it, bro. I don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know what I'm saying? Everything has its own natural course, dude. Where that dog, where I have a friend of mine, bro, that he had a boxer. He beat this dog so bad, bro, that when they broke into his house, the dog sat in the cage where he knocked the instinct out his dog. You know what I mean? Like, dude, where he treated him so bad, he knocked the instinct out. So I don't believe in animal cruelty, but if you're going to have this backlash and you care, is it just because it's tax-free money? Is that the issue? If we was to make a system, a league where you get to breed them and we test them, dude, it's called horse racing. It's fucking a rodeo. It's the same shit. So Bearded, my question about the culture, right? Is it because Right. Is it because the guy is not? And once again, I'm not pulling the race card, but this only seems to pop up in the sense where, listen, my point is, if you don't think there's fucking 2 white people in the middle of Kansas somewhere fighting pit bulls, you're an idiot.
That they know about. That they know
right,
about.
right. That's what I'm saying. You're an idiot if you think it's only a certain like geographical demographic of people that are doing this. Anybody that has a fucking dog, it's breeding. You seen them Frenchies? They're ugly as shit.
Hey man, don't talk. I got a Frenchie, man. Don't go.
They're still ugly. They're so ugly. They're cute. But I mean, but that is humans. That is humans touching shit.
And they worth a lot of money, man. My motherfucking dog, boy.
Man, I will steal your. Not you. I like you, but let me catch one of these Frenchies outside. Like I won't steal your dog and have a fight a pit bull because you ain't paid me the ransom.
Y'all heard Kanye West ran to Japan, man. Kanye West ran out here over to Japan, man. He got up out of here, man. Hey, Kanye West crazy, man. He got Jay-Z trying to sue him. He got some German motherfucker trying to sue him for copyrights over a song. Like, yeah, Kanye.
Doug, you think he a crazy person, bro? Because I have a different opinion on Kanye. I just feel like he has a microphone in his face, bro. He ain't worried about shit. He speaks his truth. And I think that's what gets frowned upon.
Honestly, I don't think Kanye or Orlando Brown is crazy.
Right. And I think Kanye just speaks his truth.
100%.
Just his truth. Not that it's true, no facts. This is mine, what I believe.
I agree with you.
It's crazy, bro. And if you don't see what the Kardashians are trying to do to him, oh my God, Doug, Kim's gonna show up to the Jay-Z Beyonce where Kim wasn't invited to the wedding, and she's gonna show up to make sure that she gets full custody of that child. It's crazy,
man.
Doug.
Yeah, well, let's get off of that dog incident. Let's get on y'all president, man. Y'all president.
Ooh.
Trump said the United States will go as far as we have to get control over Greenland. What the fuck is in Greenland? He said Kanye will be thrown out or arrested promptly. I don't know, man. A lot of people before we get into this Greenland shit and Trump, a lot of people like Kanye overseas. Kanye seems to get most of his flack in the city, man. And again, so like I said, I always say he does these things to try to stay relevant, but I don't even think it's that. I really think Kanye, he believes in the shit he says. If he didn't, I don't think he would say them. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, does he think highly of himself? Listen, I would say Kanye came out humbled. And dude, I don't know too many artists that were told you're God a million times. Yeah. And I'm not saying they told him he was God, but they was close to it. Anywhere, who wouldn't start believing it? It's easy for us. It's easy for us to be like, nah.
Video man, thumb up video man.
Thanks. Hey, man. Hey, and while we got y'all in the building, man, hey, pull y'all phones out. Share with 3 more people. Tell them 3 more people to share with 3 more people, man. Let's get them in the building. Also, man, don't forget to check out Bearded Conversation every Monday through Thursday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Time. And don't forget to check us out every Friday for Bearded Studios, 9 p.m. to 12. And don't forget to tune in every Saturday, 11 p.m. Central until, man, we stop spinning, man. Good conversation, good music, good vibes only, man. Come check me and your boy Cito out every Friday and Saturday, man. You know what I'm saying, when we doing the music. Also, man, the female artist that was supposed to be in the building, she got to drive to Jersey, so we're going to try to get her next week. But we will have Kamani in the building, and Kamani going to come talk music, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost finished with this Friday. Yeah, Kamani gonna come in and we're gonna talk music, man. And we're gonna talk music. Hey, also, co-host, when can we interview you, co-host?
Shit, whenever you got available.
Hey, so after we get Kamani, man, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of music from you, co-host. We gotta talk to you.
Wait, we gonna play my music too? I'd rather just speak my opinion. My music's kind of boo-boo.
Yeah, man. No,
but yeah, listen, shout out Kamani. And remember the other night, remember where you was like, I don't think it's an age thing. Well, when I say the age thing, bro, it was saying for y'all that was tuned in. So, Bearded, when I was mentioning the age thing, bro, is where remember these kids nowadays, a 13-year-old looks up to a 15-year-old. When we were children, we looked up to father, uncle, grandfather, older presence. You feel me? Like somebody that was experienced. So what I was trying to say the other night about Kamani and his age and speaking the music and the chords is that kids, a 17-year-old might look up to a 21-year-old nowadays. That didn't exist when I was a child. I'm saying your hero was not in your age range. So I think Friday will be very, very interesting. I'm saying I think it'll be very fun. But yeah, bro, you know I'm always down for the get down. How'd it go last night, by the way? I was on a date.
It was good.
Yeah,
it was good. It was good. It was good, man. You know, it was cybersecurity, man. It was good. He had to cut out early. Other than that, man, it was good. It was good. It was good.
That's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, bro. I mean, I'm saying once again, this is why these platforms are important, bro. I'm saying they don't want us to have these conversations. Each one teach one. I'm saying ain't no us without you. That's why we here.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. What this?
But you watch hockey?
His wife can't be naked out in public out there. Yeah, that's true. He said Japan skipped school because of recess because they don't play. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. So yeah, Kanye. But again, I think they love Kanye out there. If Kanye was out there, man.
America's the only one that don't like Americans. Right? They might not agree with our government around the world, but us as people, they actually look up to us. Well, my mom and my sister just came back from Japan. What was it, like 2 months ago? And bro, how about over there, where you drop your kid off at a bus stop? Real talk, this is law. This is law. So you drop your kid up at a bus stop, and they have to walk at least a block or two to catch the bus from the age of 5, and to teach them how to be independent. Where they clean up their own school after school. They if they play sports, they clean up the field. They cut the grass. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a very, very different culture. Where I grew up with a Japanese friend where, real talk, you can look it up. Where so when you go to their house, so you know when you take your shoes off, it's not about the dirt, it's about the energy, the juju. They're firm believers that it starts from the bottom up. Where you go into a Japanese household in America, where their culture states where you try to speak your guest's language before they feel, I'm saying, like they don't know what you're saying. So you walk into a Japanese household, for example, right? Grandma tries to speak English to make you comfortable. And it's part of their culture. Where, you know what I'm saying, they try to they're like, it's crazy, dog, to figure out, they wanted to take over World War II, them and the Nazis, and both of these countries turned into like good peoples. Right. It ain't the government. You know what I'm saying? And as Americans, we get judged by our government decisions and not the people.
Hey, big up to my Chicago Bulls, man. My Chicago Bulls just beat the Lakers by 2 points. You know what I'm saying? We just put a little.
Did you beat them by like 40 the other night?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They did. Yeah. Big up.
Michael didn't play, right? Dude, how cool is it being from Chicago? And I know you're a sports fan, dude. How cool is it, bro? It must be cool, though. Because if I'm infatuated with Michael Jordan, and I'm a Heat fan, like I said, we retired his number, the ass whoopings he gave us. We retired his number. So it's got to be pretty cool, though, to know, like, I got
MJ gave out a lot of whoopings, man. MJ gave out a lot of whoopings.
A lot of whoopings, though. A
lot of whoopings to folks, man. Hey, big up to the Bulls for beating the Lakers' ass tonight, though. That's what's up. What's up.
And you know, it's crazy. Tomorrow's gonna make. Did LeBron play? Yeah, right. He's back, right?
Yeah, he back.
Hold on. What's up, Bobby? My iPad. Your iPad? Here you go. Thank you. So yeah, bro, and it's just crazy because now all of a sudden the Bulls beating the Lakers by 2, and they beat them by 40, or the Lakers falling apart. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, yeah. And look, it's only like what I want to say about 7-8 games left in the season.
Yeah,
this ain't the time to be falling apart because they don't want to drop. You don't want to drop down in them seasons.
Right.
Before you know what, and we supposed to talk about this Trump. Before I get on this Trump shit, let me ask you, man, what do you think about? Because I talked about it, but we ain't talking. Do you like this playing shit? Man,
how do I say this? As a Heat fan, sure.
I bet you do, because y'all ass put us out there
4 years in a row. We've been in the play-in since it started.
Yeah, what's going on? Dylan in the building. Look at Dylan in the building.
What's good, Dylan?
I don't like that. I don't like that playing shit. I think that playing shit is like, man, look. listen, the first 8 teams from each division, leave it at that. Why the fuck do the 9th and 10th spot? Come on, man.
I mean, I will say to build interest, it helps because once you win the tournament, it's like the NCAA. Once you're in, you kind of have a chance, even though you really don't. But there's more room for injuries. It gives more fan bases a chance. But do I really like it? No. I mean, I don't. Honestly, the NBA, I don't think there should be 16 teams in the playoffs. If you only have 30, you can't send more than half.
No. It's like 30
or 32 the max.
Like 32 teams.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Half the league makes it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, listen, from the NBA's,
you got to think about it though. That those are the 8 teams with the best record. So I would be cool with that.
No, right. But I still half the team shouldn't make the playoffs. I mean, I'm more like in the football sense of like, right. You have 30 teams, then give me 8 of them total. For example,
hey Dylan, did you ever get cash? Did you ever get the cash for your dealer, man? I hope.
That's right.
With your sideways chains,
right, we just said rusted chainsaw. That's right.
Oh yeah, rusted sideways chainsaw.
That's why I love you, Bearded. Never let a joke die. Right. I guess he's okay, huh? I guess he's okay.
Sideways with a rusty chainsaw. Well, that was a hell of a boy. I was fucking with that.
He must be okay. He's here.
Yeah, man. Hey, let's get to our beautiful president, man, because our beautiful president out here doing some crazy shit. So President Donald Trump said that the United States will go as far as we need to go to get control over Greenland ahead of a planned visit to the Arctic island by Vice President J.D. Vance that has prompted criticism from Greenland and Denmark. Now, one of my moderators, man, I wish TLS was on because TLS is over there in the Netherlands, close to in between Denmark border. And he used to tell us it's a Dutch group out there that want to be autonomous, meaning they don't want to pay taxes to the government over there. They want to pay taxes, but pay taxes to each other and govern themselves and pay whatever tax they have to pay as a whole or a group for being separate from the federal. They will pay that. But as far as, how like we go in the store and get taxed, we not doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? You go buy some shoes and you get taxed. We not doing that shit. You gotta pay taxes on your land and property. We not doing that
shit. Tax free.
Yeah. So, but why? See, and this is why I be talking when Maniac be on. What the fuck is over there? Why is we trying to go over there where it's cold and shit at? What's over there? What resources is over there?
So minerals and everything that Elon Musk needs to dig into.
Yeah, so Vance, second lady, Yusha Vance, and Energy Secretary Chris Wright will lead the U.S. delegation to visit the Pittifik military space base in the northwest of the island, having scaled back plans for a broader and longer visit. The American group was originally planned to visit Greenlandic capital Nuuk and a dog sled race. So y'all
hold that thought right there. Right? So we can't fight them, but we can sure stand on a sled and have 30 of these motherfuckers pull us. That's what the dog wants to do. No, he doesn't.
See, that's why I don't get people, bro. Like, that's why I said about the dog fighting shit. Like, we put humans in the ring and fight, and then, like you say, y'all really going over there? Y'all playing Nook and a dog sled race. Is that really why y'all going over there? Come on.
They love to pull us.
Yeah. So it says Trump. So it says Trump showed no indication of softening his ambition to take control of the island, which is an autonomous. See, there go that word autonomous again, which is an autonomous territory, but part of the Kingdom of Denmark. See, so again, they don't want to. It's crazy, bro. Because a man TLS, man, where you at? Because he was over there talking about this shit about how the Dutch and all them, man, how they were trying to separate and be autonomous and get away from this shit. So. And what's crazy is we have nothing to fucking do with Greenland. The United States has nothing to fucking do with Greenland.
It's the closest thing, bro, to Antarctica, I guess. That doesn't have the laws. I gotta do the air quotes. Then they don't have you can't just play. Nah, it's the same shit. Well, but listen, Dylan will tell you, I always make fun of Dylan where I'm like, well, you better calm down before we buy you too. Hey, Trump, can we get Australia, please?
Right. It says Trump showed no indications on softening his ambition to take control of the island, which is an autonomous territory for part of the Denmark Kingdom. We need Greenland. We need Greenland for national security and international security, Trump said, taking a reporter's question in the Oval Office. He said so. Well, I think we'll go as far as we have to, he continued. We need Greenland, and the world needs us to have Greenland, including Denmark. Denmark has to have us have Greenland. And you know, what the fuck, Trump? And you know, we'll see what happens. But if we don't get Greenland, we have to have great international security, Trump added. I viewed it from a security standpoint. We have to be there. Trump also said that he understood that JD might be going, referring to the president, the vice president, I'm sorry, but did not offer any details about the trip. Vance is expected to travel to Greenland on Friday. Greenland Prime Minister Mute Ejidi earlier this week called the up-and-coming visit by the U.S. officials part of a very aggressive American pressure against the Greenlandic community and called for international communities to rebuke it. Here we go. More JD and Usha Vance to visit Greenland as Prime Minister blasts aggressive American pressure. After the U.S. announced that it would visit and be pared back to only include the Pituffik base, which is the military base. Danish Defense Minister Troels Lund Poulsen said the decision was wise. Trump has repeatedly, in both his first and second terms, raised the prospect of the U.S. obtaining Greenland, whether through the purchase or other means. During his March speech to a joint session of Congress, Trump said that the U.S. would acquire the strategic territory one way or another. Greenlandic Prime Minister Mute Borup Edge dismissed Trump's remark. Greenland belongs to the Greenlanders, he wrote on social media. We are not Americans. We are not Danes because we are Greenlanders. So Danes...
Danish, Denmark,
but they are Danes. But they are all that shit. Because if I do this, I've done this several times before and broke down the history of what a Dane is, where English people come from. They come from Germania. That's where the Vikings originated from. And when they traveled the seas, because Greenland was not inhabited. You know what I'm saying? Greenland was not inhabited. They actually went on a journey and sought out Greenland. And from Greenland, they actually sailed to America, where they became I ain't gonna say they became, but they started a war with the natives that was here. And that's how those natives became white, because those natives that they encountered were actually darker natives, and due to intermeeting and the interbreeding and the conquering of these so-called warrior nation ass people, because people don't realize and look it up. All these English and British kings and queens, they fucking Danes, they fucking Vikings, bro. That's exactly what they are, bro. They come from Germania. Now, I give you this. Through separation and through time and through evolution, yes, they not those same Germanic people, which is now modern day Germany. They not those same people, and I get it. Just like African American, Negro, colored folks, melanated, whatever you want to call us, we are not those continental African individuals anymore. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you on those Hispanic islands, once you come over here and you get Americanized and you started having babies and shit over here, guess what? You're not those Cubans. You're not those Dominican. You're not those Spanish people any fucking more. You're not. You're just not. That's just the way life works.
Big fact. I lived it. You're big facts.
But we don't see it that way, and we really don't, go through the history and the setup. But it's crazy though to just be listening. And I'm glad I read this article. So it says we are not American, we are not Danes, because we are Greenlanders. This is what Americans and their leaders need to understand. We cannot be brought and we cannot be ignored. See, Trump out here listen, man. Listen, there's already places we can't fucking go, Trump. Why'd you over there in Greenland fucking with the Greenlanders, man? Leave them motherfuckers over there in the cold and let them be about their business, man. Leave them peoples alone.
There's way too much shit underneath the surface for us to leave them alone.
listen, national and international security, I don't think you have to control the fucking island for that. If anything, why not make a treaty or get some type of peace with those people and see if you can control the waters or the coastal line? You know what I'm saying? Put your military prowess on the coastal line. Why do we have to actually be physically on their fucking island? Like they say, we are not Americans. They say they're not Danes. And the reason they say they're not Danes is because a lot of them, they converted into Christianity. And over there, a lot of them do not believe in that old Norse tradition with the Odin and the Thor and the Frida. You know what I'm saying? So these are some of the
So you think this is religion based?
So no, see, but they don't do that anymore. This is what I'm saying. See, they don't do that anymore over there. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of Christianity now. So with that being said, you know, I would think that Trump, if he's not gonna go over there in stronghold, because the article did say it was some aggression, but that's what I'm saying. I would go over there on that kick. Look, we all Christian brothers. We all need I'm just you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I personally believe all of this is connected in this sense, like, you know what I'm saying, like like Remo said, bro, where it's Trump is up to something. Hey, shout out to the president. And I like to say shout out to, because like if your president was going to be assassinated, he would have died. I think he hired that hit, but that's neither here nor there. Right, get the fuck out of here.
He's got a thousand views and opinions of me and Cito boy.
Right.
I'm that motherfucker shoot at him,
I mean, listen, the whole point of like, oh, so you want to fire everybody? That's just less eyes on what you're trying to do. Right. Now you're trying to buy Greenland. There's more people in your pocket than it is if you have a bunch of other opinions. I think it's just, well, I mean, personally, I feel like it's like Antarctica. Every country has spoken about it, and we just want to be the first ones to get to the curve.
I think that buying shit, I think they just threw that in there to try to appease. You know what I'm saying?
Americans, it makes you sound better. We purchased it. That's what we do. We buy shit.
Yeah. So like the prime minister saying, they saying, man, we coming over there aggressive. And I can believe that Trump is coming aggressive. You know, and that's why I say, bro, that's overseas. We had nothing to do. Why the fuck is you over there fucking with them Greenland people, man?
World power, bro. Listen, once again, I'm Dominican. You go to my country, you take one of our American dollars that here don't buy you shit, and you get 47 of mine in my country. You feel me?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? I think it's just another military base, because, you know what I'm saying? Real quick, my cousin that was in the military, I asked him, why do we have bases everywhere? And he told me, he said, we protect as Americans, we protect sea to shining sea. All the bases that are out there was, if you want war, attack them and we'll bring it to you. It only makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, so Dylan say we talking Norse mythology. Yeah, Dylan, man, we talk. See, Dylan, hey, man, and I'm glad
that's my brother.
Hey man, hey, we talk about everything over here, Dylan. You know what I'm saying? Hey, all conversations get into and actually we were talking about Trump, but you know, Trump wants to purchase and get over there. Well, I ain't gonna even say purchase. He wants to take Greenland by force, and maybe if that don't work, probably trying to offer him some money. But I was just saying, so when we got to talking about the Norse mythology, you know, that's why I brought up the Germania when they use the word Danes, and they say they're not Danes, but they actually are. But the only difference is that they converted to Christianity. So I actually had one of my moderators, like I say, they a few of them from over there, and they say that their religion or that I don't want to call it philosophical, but that spiritualistic way of thinking, it doesn't exist over there. A lot of people now in Green, they say a lot of people over there are Muslim.
Do you think that's part of it? Because they did of the old thinking? Is it? Do you think U.S. maybe just like, maybe the U.S. just thinks that they're, I don't know, like caught in the past, and they're like, I'll just throw a couple dollars on it, we can fix it. I'm asking. You know what I'm saying, like,
I think it's something over there. I don't think
everything is underneath the ground. If you have to ask me, yeah, I remember as a kid, Iceland was green and Greenland was ice. What the fuck we want over there? Penguins.
Yeah. And what's crazy is because Iceland isn't really ice, it is green.
Right, it's green and Greenland is ice. Right. I remember that. Right.
Yeah, you know. But so I believe it, because is there anybody else on those waters over there that's trying to secure Greenland? I don't think so.
I don't think. I mean, I don't think it's anything they would ever tell us. But there's a reason that we're trying to race there. If I had to guess, right, that's the reason we're trying to just win the race. There has to be some kind of race. I mean, if nobody else is asking for it, I don't think anybody else would. If that makes any sense. Remember, like Antarctica, right? Where listen, where the dinosaurs at, right? Bearded, and they said, you heard, shout out my dog Maniac, where Maniac was like, no, we signed some peace treaty that you can't. I feel Greenland is on the world's surface, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, right, where it's the same minerals, same shit. And
hey, Dylan say, no, homie, I'm way too hot, brother. That's the best time to activate and excite your mind once that euphoria kicks in, brother.
Fuck you, right? Fuck you paid the plug for. Get your ass on the stage.
Never to. Hey, say, fuck it, what do you call this then? I don't call it high, man. I just call it you becoming more enlightened, brother. More enlightened, brother. You know what I'm saying? But again,
we do not promote any type. Tell them again. Right.
That, bro. Hey, shout out to your local weed man and support your real local weed man, especially if he got them good Scooby snacks, man. We got a spot called Support Your Local Weed Man right here in Chicago, Illinois on 21st and State, man. It's like I don't want to say a bodega cafe / type shit like that, but you can go in there, get your little smokes. Of course, you know, it's done there. Nothing leaves there. It's like an ambiance and environment. It's like a little cafe, man. You know, like a hippie joint type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day. Or like how when you go to Amsterdam, how you can smoke inside of the cafes and you know, they might make certain things infuse with the THC. It's kind of sort of like that, you know.
But so, yeah, you want to hear some cool shit about Amsterdam? I know it because my sister went. So, bro, the way they run their economy, first of all, drugs are not legal. They are tolerated. Please understand that. Feel me? Right. So we're also on the red light district where, you know, they have the prostitutes. The prostitutes get tested weekly before you can sit in that window. Right. It has to be cleared. So if you sell marijuana, you can't sell coffee. If you sell coffee, you can't sell liquor. So the way they move their business is right where here you buy the weed here, but you can't smoke it here. You can smoke it in the next cafeteria, and they'll roll it for you. Right. So the economy, so the money gets changed. So, dude, true fact. So at the end of the red light district, we're doing any food that's left over, needles, anything that homeless people need, drug users need. Dude, they all live in a park, so you don't see homeless people there. They take the food, they give it to them, clean needles where they have an understanding, and they do it too in the sense of they understand of like, bro, if you're an addict, you're gonna be an addict. If I give you a safe haven where to do it, you're not gonna be out on the streets and looking crazy. Right. So imagine you're homeless, bro, and you want to get high. You go to what? You go to it's at the end of the red light district. My sister said, you know what I'm saying? It's like a Central Park. They don't have a sign that'd be like, come get high here. You know what I'm saying? But you get to be homeless there. All the restaurants and everything that has like extra food at the end of the night, they bring it to you. They send nurses, they send clean needles, or they understand that everybody's perfect and they care about their people, but drugs are not legal. They're just tolerated. Right. You know what I'm saying? Which is very interesting. It's very interesting how they maneuver the economy.
Professor Remo said that's a specialized business. That's pretty smart. I mean, well, you know, Judge Biden. I was going to say Judge Joe Brown. You know, President Joe Biden. Joe. Joe was trying to do something like that by putting needles and shit in like candy machines and shit, so they can hide clean needles and shit like that. I don't know if we should do that shit in America.
No, absolutely not. We're Americans. Yeah. We will rob those people because we don't know how to accept it. We're not tolerable.
So Dylan said his name is Leaf. Leaf, who you talking about? Leaf who? Leaf Erickson? I think it's
because he said I'm high as a kite, and I said don't be a kite, be a plane. No, he said I'm a leaf or something. Okay. But yeah, it's just crazy.
But it is a Viking name, Leaf though. Leaf Erickson is his name. Leaf Erickson, and you ain't spelling. It ain't spelled like an actual leaf though.
It's and Erickson either. That's a pretty white name, and I'm not putting the race car Leaf Erickson. I'm gonna write that one down. That's gonna be my alias.
Hey, Trump, man, listen, Trump, leave fucking people alone, man. Stop fucking with the people, man. They already don't want Americans in their country, man. And now you talking about going over here aggressively taking Greenland, man. Come on, man, calm the fuck down, bro. We ain't gonna have no allies, brother.
Listen, if I'm being honest, bro, I feel we're like, hey, I don't want to say the fucking color, but NASCAR. Listen, you guys, right? You wanted to see America. Oh, we're losing our freedoms and blah blah blah. And you about to find out that this motherfucker don't give a fuck about you, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. And like I said, I'm not pulling the race card. I'm screaming NASCAR.
Hey, Dylan, you in Australia, man. What you know about Norse mythology, man? That's just something you study, or do Australians believe in Norse mythology over there in that part of the world? Do they believe in that Norse mythology over there in that part of the world, or is that just something you particularly just like to study? So Philosophy says, Big Frank in the building. He says, yeah, invading sovereign nations, we wouldn't like it. That's not cool. Yeah, again, Big Frank, I totally agree with that, man. Like, not to harp on this too long, but this is the shit that he's doing. We losing a lot of allies.
That's the shit we need to talk about.
Yeah, we don't need to. We need to be making friends, not enemies, if that makes any sense. Especially Trump, with the history that you have and the things that you displaying while you in office and all these bullshit ass executive orders that you pushing out and getting through and over the top, bro, you're not gonna have any allies. In a minute, the fucking country, we gonna lead this motherfucker. Only motherfucker gonna be here is Trump and his loyalists.
I'm leaving. I'm too poor.
You know what I'm saying? Well, we gonna see what.
But see, my issue with Trump is, dude, as Americans, we don't understand what we have. You know what I mean? We complain a lot. Well, bro, listen, you go to Europe, they don't even have air conditioning. And it's Europe. They was here way before us. You know what I'm saying? Well, we do a lot of things, though, because of our military might, the money we send out. And Trump is, then once again, though, where he's not a politician. I hate when people be like, he's a businessman. Then don't be a fucking politician. Politicians are politicians. You feel me? Right, well, dude, if you know, oh, he's a businessman. He let a casino go out of fucking business. How good can he be? They don't give you money back till they collected a certain amount.
He a great businknowing because he don't pay no taxes.
Right, hold on. Wait, but that's not a good businessman. That's living in the loopholes.
Yes, it is. Knowing the loopholes is a fucking great businessman because he still got his billions.
But that's being a politician.
He filed for bankruptcy.
That's being a politician.
That's not being a politician. The politician is being, because most politicians don't get rich or don't get no money until they get into the politics or the politics of it. And that's where they get these lobbyists and these people that support them. See, a businessman like Trump, he already came in with money. He didn't need motherfucking Elon Musk for real. He didn't need campaign funding and shit like that for real. He
needed politics.
Just like JB Pritzker. God damn it, he was a billionaire before he became governor of Illinois and senators, and he didn't really need that money and shit.
He needs politics.
Well, actually, no, I don't even think they need politics. I just think, shit, you got so much money, I'm bored. Let me go see if I can. Even because, everybody always say this. Donald Trump always say, well, look, shit, I'm a Democrat, but I'm a run under the Republican Party.
Right, because they'll believe anything.
Yeah, and they so stupid and they gonna push me through it.
Listen, he didn't think he was gonna win.
And that's what they did. They pushed his ass through.
Right, and that's what I mean in the sense where, dude, when you listen, remember, thank God we got a 4-year break, because if he would have ran 8 straight, we would have been in trouble. We would have had a civil war, basically. I don't know if y'all remember, dude, remember the KKK in South Carolina decided we coming outside with no mask on, nothing. Right, we outside, whoa. And dude, it disappeared, and now they're back, surrounded right around you. Right. It could be
to end off on that note, man, I'm gonna say this, man. I encourage everybody to get their passports. Listen, excuse me, y'all. You better go out here and get your passports now, man, and try to go somewhere else, because in a minute, if you're staying here and you think America is the place to be, I'm not saying that anywhere else would be better than here or greater than here, but at this rate, hey, get that passport. Go leave for 4 years and come back after his term is over with.
So make your money here and live somewhere else, and it'll stretch a lot longer. Yeah. But living here, bro, where listen, not just the allies, where like you were saying about the having the allies, we ain't gonna have no friends. Right. Well, the only thing Trump is doing is secluding us in a sense where he knows our military might. He knows we defend all these countries. He knows what we spend on the budget. He gets these numbers. Right. And he thinks we're like, man, we could beat them all up together. And it's not about beating them all up together. It's about in the long run. Listen, you saw Mexico where, oh, yeah, 25% tariff. Well, fuck it. 25% you. It's like they playing poker. Right, what's Trump go? Listen. For example, what if Greenland says, "Fine, you can buy me. It's going to cost you $700 trillion plus," saying each member of our nation gets $300 a week. Right, where they gave you a price. You think America's going to accept it?
I think they're gonna drop a bomb on their ass and blow
right.
Right.
We're like, oops. See what happened was, y'all terrorists. Yeah. Listen, like Remo said earlier, same thing happened in Africa. Ask Gaddafi. The minute he came up with a good idea, he spoke to certain people, and then word got out. And what happened? Oh, no, we put it on TV. We pulled up on him and pulled them out on TV. If that is not telling the rest of the world, fuck you, I dare you.
They watched that man get beat all the way
on TV.
So they hung him, bro. That shit was crazy.
On TV. Why? To show the rest of the world this is your hero. And listen, not to put a race card, but that's the same thing they did with MLK. Where this is your hero. I take your hero out. Now you better pay attention because you could be next. That's my opinion.
Well, you know what? And it's the same thing, like I said, like even with Umar Johnson and a lot of these leaders that they tearing down or trying to talk bad about. I tell people this, us as a people, if we do our own due diligence and our own research, man, listen, I'm not saying that he a good guy or he a bad guy. If he trying to help the people and he genuine, help the people. Why talk about some shit that he did 30 years ago or that he did 10 years ago if he not doing that shit right now?
It's a woman.
It's enough that you already got certain organizational vices trying to tear us down. Now all they doing is making us tear us down. I said this on one show. I say, man, after a while, guess what? They're going to take the drugs out of the community. They're going to take the alcohol out of the community. They're going to take the guns out of the community. And yes, they will, because guess what? Especially with us, because when we wake up, we already got such a disdain for each other. When we wake up, I guarantee you they got it to a point where they done already figured out that we don't, in a minute, we don't even need those vices for these motherfuckers to kill and destroy each other. It's gonna be they just gonna wake up and they just gonna look at each other and it's gonna be a hatred there, and that's where the destruction gonna come from. We not gonna need the drugs, we're not gonna need the guns, we're not gonna need the alcohol, we're not gonna need the what's that shit on the job? What's that
the
shit?
slip and fall shit, right?
Workers' comp. Your job and all that shit. You're not gonna need not the workers' comp, but the shit that gets you the job, the DEI shit. That shit. You're not gonna right. We gonna wake up, bro. We gonna look at each other as minorities and decide, look, okay, well, you're a minority. I don't like you. We just gonna be killing each other barehanded in a minute, man. This is the way they got it set up.
Right, but listen, I feel if they don't give us ulterior motives, we can all get along.
You know what I mean? Fuck ulterior motive, man. That's some bullshit too, because everybody can think. Everybody think, bro.
Right, but not everybody. Right, but not everybody wants to. Bearded. Everybody's lazy. Listen, dude. Listen. For example, in politics, bro, they give you two parties because once you're a Yankee fan, you'll never like the Red Sox, bro. There's nothing a Democrat can do for a Republican to be like, you know what? I'm switching. This has been instilled in American culture, and it's part of their propaganda.
And it's stupid because I tell people this all the time, man.
Dumb shit.
Y'all always say, people always say left wing, right wing, right? How many wings do a bird got? 2 wings. He got one on his left and one on his right. The wings is attached to a body, and that body got a head, and that head runs. Y'all better wake the fuck up. So Remo says you can't be a good businessman if you bankrupt a casino. He says the company model is people literally give you money for a chance to win more money. Come on. Okay, so Remo, I give you that, but in the aspect of breaking the casino, this man had a casino, filed for bankruptcy, and guess what? He still got all that motherfucking money in that casino. He don't want to give nobody no money. God damn it. That's why
right. And that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing now. That's what he did with Gaza, where he was like, why don't y'all just move to Egypt and shit while I rebuild it? But dude, if he don't shut the fuck up, like, God damn, what the fuck? Like, and listen, but how the fuck you go? Listen, and it's crazy because these people are dirt poor, bro. But it's pride. You think they give a fuck all their buildings are knocked down? They want their little land. Yeah. I'm saying here comes the U.S. telling Egypt, because once again, though, where American propaganda is this. Listen, like we spoke about it before, like Africa. You telling me this giant continent, and all right, and it was like, no, they're all one. No, they're not. No, they're fucking not. Man, do you know how many?
Last topic of the night, man. We got something involving the community, man. We got something involving
the community.
Oh, we're
getting into positive. Let's go.
No, not that community. The other community. So, founder of an LGBTQ plus apartment for seniors, being evicted from a building that he fought for. Oh, wow. So Don Bell, a key figure in creating the city's first LGBTQ plus senior housing complex, is fighting eviction from the town hall apartments following a residency dispute involving his husband. Wow. Oh, wow. So it said, Don Bell, a longtime advocate and pillar of Chicago's LGBTQ plus community, is facing eviction from town hall apartments. The community friendly senior, and because all them damn letters, not to be disrespectful, but that shit is just much. So friendly seniors and affordable housing complex, where he has lived since it opened in 2014, and where he regarded as some as a founder. Building management says that 75-year-old Bell has repeatedly violated residency rules, citing multiple trespassing incidents involving Bell's husband, who was barred from the property. Well, if they married, and how does that work if they married? Like, if they married, isn't that his husband's property as well? And I don't know, but anyway, so Bell argues that the eviction is unjust, saying that the Chicago Housing Authority approved his husband access and added him to his lease. So that's what I was just going to say, because if that's his husband, how can they bar him from the property or charge him with trespassing? Because once you marry and you go into a lease, and once you get to filling out that paperwork, they ask who all stand with you. I know they do that. I know they do that. Hold on. So let me read this comment. So Philosophy said one wings want to have more rights and more protection, and the other one wants all the money and wants to take your rights away. I ain't gonna necessarily say that, Big Frank. He says or something. I don't know. He says centrist. He says get the fuck out of here. If you excuse my language, y'all. If you have on the strings in fascism, and anti-fascism, those are not the same. That's true. That's true. That's true. That is so true. But anyway, so while management insists it has given Bell multiple chances to comply with the building rules, building management told Block Club that it is now moving forward with evicting him as the last resort to protect the well-being of other residents. Bell, 3 weeks away from potentially being evicted from the building that he helped bring to life, is looking for legal help in hopes that he can stay in the building. He said he said he is grappling with one pressing question. How do you take the guys who contributed the most during the existence of the residency and kick them out? Bell said. He says Bell, a retired college administrator and lifelong activist, is a founding commissioner and chairperson of Illinois' Commission on LGBTQ plus aging and long-term HIV survival, as well as a member of the Mayor Advisory Council on LGBTQ plus affairs. Bell's decades of work have earned him numerous awards, including the 2024 Human First Award from the Center on Hosted and Ben Montgomery Civic Engagement Award from Chicago Black Gay Men's Caucus. Throughout his life, Bell used his platform to advocate for housing rights, healthcare access, and other social causes. The advocacy continues, much of it being done from his studio apartment at Town Hall's apartment. More than a decade ago, Bell was part of an advocacy group that pushed for safe, affordable housing for LGBTQ plus seniors. He and others worked closely with Heartland and Alliance, I know that group, and the city, other stakeholders to shape the vision for what would become Town Hall Apartments. I ain't gonna read no more of that article. Let's get into it. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think, well, I can't say they kicking him out because he's part of the community. We can't say that.
That's what I was about to get to. So I think it's somebody that got evicted and just wanted to use that I'm gay. as a once again, I don't know.
So
you can be a bad tenant.
Professor Remo says if dude is a peeping Tom and he has a documented history, that restraining order should stand. So it ain't a restraining order, Remo. They got a restraining order against his husband, but how can they have a restraining order against his husband? Because once you filled out that paperwork for that apartment, if you guys are married, and as he stated in the article, that his husband's name is on the lease. So if my name is on the lease, how can you ban me or charge me or call the police and say that I'm trespassing? And listen, I'm finna tell y'all this too. Just because this man got all these accolades, because we're gonna flip it. Just because he got all these accolades and he been advocating for the community and their rights, and he's part of this and he's part of that, that don't mean he ain't no asshole. That don't mean he ain't no prick. That don't mean he ain't no hard motherfucker to deal with or talk to neither.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so a lot of times it's about effective communication. You know, so he could be the one that's, oh well, I'm this and I'm that. How dare you?
Right.
Don't nobody want to hear that shit. And then guess what? You can't approach him in that way, because if you approach him in a certain way, now he kicks in with that LGBTQ.
Yes,
shit.
That's what I was going to lean on. Right.
Yeah, man.
I feel we're like, listen, I mean, like, you used a lot of big words I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie. But listen, I just think it's very convenient of like, oh, they kicked me out because I'm gay. I don't think that was the reason, dude. Because listen, if I rented you an apartment for $1,000 and I'd be like, pay me $2, and you say yes, you think I give a fuck if you walk around in a dress? It's none of my business. Pay me my money. Right. I mean, from what I understood, like I said, I didn't understand too much of it. I tried to like figure it out, but I hear more of like you're deciding it's a hate crime more than it really is. Like you're using it now. We're like, oh, right, maybe you're just a bad tenant. And now it's like, oh, it's because I'm gay. LGB, whatever the letters are.
So
like
Remo,
I said,
I'm sorry. So Remo, it ain't a restraining order. They just barred him from the property. They barred him from the property, saying he had several incidents. But again, even within that, like you said, Cito, it's hard to combat or come at people, because then you're going to try to make it that issue. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Listen. You're a black man. Like, listen, not that you would, but I'm saying, but you could. Right. If they want to kick you out, you could be like, why? Because I'm black. I don't think in this situation that's the case. Like I said, we're hearing what you read, the words I was able to, you know what I'm saying? Because I could put a sentence together. I don't need to know the exact word. But yeah, it just kind of feels of like, this is very convenient. So I can use this now for my advantage. Because I don't hear nobody ever complain like, dude, what if you get hired because you are gay? Are you going to come out and be like, hey, I got a job because I'm gay? I don't think so. You feel me? If you don't get the job, you'll say it's because you're not gay. But if they tell you, if they directly told you, here's the job for you, you're gay. I don't think you're going to get on the internet and be like, you know what? Today I got hired. It worked in my advantage. I don't think.
Guess what? You know what? I see that shit in 2025. I can see a motherfucker getting on the internet and saying I got hired because I was gay. I most definitely
right. But you're not going to hit you. But you're not going to have a boss or somebody hiring you ever tell you this is why you got the job.
Right.
That's my point. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right.
And Remo, and I agree with you, Remo. If he's a peeping Tom and he got a documented history of violence or whatever the fuck around the apartment complex, I agree completely 100% with you. Like even as I've been a landlord before, like when you got tenants that's unruly or tenants that don't know how to keep up property and shit like that, bro, nobody wants to go through that, man. Nobody. So and again, if he's the one, like you say, he's an advocate of the residency, and he fought for it to have this place for older people who are part of that community to come and be able to find some type of solitude. Nothing wrong with that, but that don't mean be a prick. Don't be a jerk. Don't be an asshole. And your husband might not be the nicest motherfucker. And if we got other tenants or other residents that's saying that they uncomfortable with your husband being there, maybe you got to step back and reevaluate what's going on. Now we don't know the full dynamics of the whole story. Of everything, of course, we only get bits and pieces, but I'm pretty sure this story will pop up again.
Right, but I don't think anybody's complaining about my gay neighbor plays music late at night. I don't know. I don't know, but I don't think. No, right. But what I'm saying in general,
is the community,
right. But that's what I'm saying in the sense of right. But I don't think the gay card plays into this. No, I said gay, not Kensley. Love you. Yeah. I mean, does that make any sense? I don't know.
I understand what you're saying, but again, that just goes to show you the way we think, the way we do things in the world, and the shit that we actually focus on and pay attention and cater to. Versus other shit. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you half the people that tuned in tonight didn't know that fucking Trump was over there trying to fucking and I'm gonna say it here first. He trying to fucking take Greenland. He ain't going over there trying to fucking national security. That's not what he going over there for. He going over there to take this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like with this brother here, man. Listen, man. Take your ass in your crib, pay your rent. If they don't want your husband there, and check this shit out. If you don't want me there, if you don't want my husband there, guess what? I'm trying to get the fuck out of there anyway, because now I'm uncomfortable. Even if you did start it, that don't mean you got to sit there and stick this shit out. Okay, well, I started this. Okay, look, hopefully it'll be good for the rest of the people that's coming in. But look, and sometimes you got to wash your hands of certain shit. Sometimes you got to turn, you know what I'm saying?
All money ain't good money.
Yeah, so but again, you know, they probably gonna blow this up and they probably gonna make this a big issue here in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? This is just
but listen, but they might not, in the sense of like, dude, if you're unruly, you're unruly. Right.
You ain't hear them.
I'm saying if you unruly, they make it a deal. Yeah, which were the letters again?
LGBTQ plus. They gonna make it a deal.
But listen, but I also think but I think it's like lazy journalism, I guess, if that's the right word, in the sense of like, wow, you can't judge them off their creed, they beliefs, they love. Or, dude, if you're a dick, you're like you said earlier, don't be a dick. Like very simple. If everybody's complaining about you, maybe it's you. That has nothing to do with your preference. It's you. I don't think anybody's going to the, you know what I'm saying, to go complain and be like, if a gay guy on the third floor. I think you would, I think you might land there after the fact, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think you're gonna start off his preference. I don't think.
But again, bro, it didn't say exactly what his husband did or the thing.
Right. But it's very coincidental.
Yeah. See, but then we really could go into or give our, you know, of course, all we doing anyway is giving our, you know, our factual opinions about the things that we read and hear or we discuss anyway. But again, if we had a little bit more details to know exactly what he was doing,
would it be the same story? Hold on, Bob. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. See, we don't know if it'll be different, or we don't know what exactly is he doing. Because I don't want to defend or not defend or say he's wrong or say he's right. Because again, we don't know exactly what's going on. We only getting a shorthand of the story. But again, if he is being that person that's unruly, hey, get rid of his ass. And if they don't want your husband, that move. Shit, that's all I can say. Or shit, he either gonna find him someplace to be if you don't want to move.
I mean, listen, respectfully, most of the story would come out. It's very easy when you're the one that gets to sell your side of the story to leave out the other details, right? Because am I the only one that feels like, how come we don't? Right. Oh, so your husband, but we ain't hear nothing about what was dead, the complaints. It's very coincidental. And maybe it's just, I'm saying maybe I just feel as humans, dog, we supposed to want the best for each. Hold on, kid. Hold on. I don't know, dude. I did that shit like 10 years ago. I'm on the show. I love you. See you later. Okay, bye.
What do you want? What do you want?
Where he wants to play my PlayStation 4 that I haven't used in like 5 years, and now they want the QV code, and I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. If you ain't played that motherfucker, hey, that's crazy. Hey man, hey, that's crazy because I hate that shit when you forget that shit. Yeah, you can't lie to that shit. Y'all better do y'all best shit.
Right. And it's funny, Bearded, because my son was like, "You have a PlayStation?" I was like, "What number is it?" It was like 4.
Yeah.
Can you play Fortnite on it? Yes.
Yeah. All you got to do. Yeah.
But don't ask me for shit.
So, and I like the fact. So even though I don't really fuck with the Fortnite game, but I like those beta downloads. Whereas, because because once you sign into that video game, you know, you need your email, the password, and all that crazy extra shit that you be forgetting. Like, especially if you ain't played it in a while. I like it. I like the fact that Fortnite you could just download and they could just go on and play. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I think if they put, you ever seen that Fortnite shit where you fall out of a helicopter and it takes you 20 minutes to hit the floor? Well, feel free to throw in some math, history, and English questions. Right. If you get them right, fall faster. You know what I mean? Right. Why you fall? It'd be like 4 times 4. 16.
Hey, but you know what? And that's something we ain't never talked about before we get up out of here. We can do that. This will be the last topic. Game companies making more educated games. Do you think that shit will go? How do you think that will go over with the community as far as the kids? Now, like I know parents might like it, but do you think kids will really be? Because how are you going to make these games for them to be more interactive and to want to play and to want to learn? You know, without them thinking, well, damn, I'd have been in school for 8 hours. Or damn, my dad or my mom always making me do reports, and now I got to get on the game and do this shit too. Like, how do you think?
I think they would love it, though. Well, listen, when it comes to education, it's when you go to school, you know you're here to get an education. So some zoom in and some zoom out. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Right. The Fortnite, everybody's zooming in. Right. Well, dude, I think these kids will have an argument of, haha, you didn't even know 4 times 4. Right. That's why your ass still fluid, as an example. Right. Well, I think, dude, and this Fortnite shit. Hold on, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Then does that create cyberbullying? Because, like you say, kids gonna be on there. You don't know this, and you still in the sky, and you know how this. We talking about today's times.
Right. That's right. I mean, listen. I
remember. Motherfuckers don't know how to put the computer off.
If I had to be honest, bro, I think that kid that didn't know what 4 times 4 was now wants to know it because he wants to be part of the game. So I think it'd be like reverse bullying in a sense. I mean, dude, they yell and curse at each other anyways.
Anyway,
I can't yell at you because you don't know what 5 times 4 is. So I feel that one kid that figured out it was 20 is very proud. He might make fun of the other kid, but I think tomorrow morning when that kid wants to plug in his damn Fortnite, he gonna be like, man, I better know what 5 times 4 is.
You know what? That might be dope though. Like how we be in the sky,
bro. But if you've seen this game, bro, there's a lot of downtime. There's a lot of like fake bridge building. Where I don't understand what my son be like. There's 100 people playing, and I can watch 20 minutes, and there's nobody on the screen but him. Well, where the other 99 people at?
Because they building and the board be
right, and that's what I'm saying. Right, dude. Every time you want to build a wall, hey, how many states are in America? I mean, obviously you know what I'm saying, but I think they can use the games, and I don't think the kids will ever even notice because they just want to play. It's their free time. So I don't think they would mind.
That's the thing. Like you said. Now that's the thing. Like getting them to be able to play without noticing that they receiving the
right.
That might could work.
Right. If you tell them, oh, it's homework done, they ain't gonna like it. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like for example, if there was a way.
But just to incorporate it in the game, to where it's like sneaking it in, just like with the NBA, like on the 2K, you have to answer like certain questions about, you know what I'm saying, about
when you build a player, they only give you 100 points, and you got to figure out where you want to put the attributes at, right? And I mean little things like that in the sense of like I feel where if you tell kids, listen, on Fortnite, every time you die, you disappear for like 10 seconds. The only way you can get back into the game, and then you can set levels, 5th grade math, 6th grade math. I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's certain ways you can go about it so everybody feels fair. You know what I'm saying? But but listen, right, before you come back to life, you got to answer one math question. For example,
I think that'd be dope.
And I mean, it doesn't have to be deep. It just incorporate education with it where I can't, if I'm not going to do my homework, I'm still getting some kind of homework. I don't know why I'm doing the hand thing, but I got excited. but you understand what I mean? Listen, though, my kids love Fortnite. They love to play all night. If there was a math question and they were like, Dad, can you answer this for me so I can play? Nah, son. Google it. Yeah. Whatever you got to do. Figure out the answer.
So a lot of adults play that game too. So like maybe making a different type of beta or a different type of mod or not mod, but a different type of game that's specifically catered to the younger kids, like a different version where they have these questions in it. I think you know what? At first, I mean, anything's worth a try. I don't see it working too much, but after talking it out, and like you say, if they can incorporate it to the point where, like you say, the kids just want to play and get the question right so they can go on the plan, maybe it would be.
Dude, I mean, where nobody, listen, can you imagine, bro, you go to school as like, I'll use my son as a 10-year-old, bro, and then your classmate after spring break is like, bro, I saw you only made it to level 4. Right. And you know you only didn't make it to level 5 because you got the math question wrong. You might want to learn the math question. Cause right, you know what I'm saying? Right. Cause dude, we're in school, it's like the cool kid can't be the cool kid if nobody else understood the question. The smart kid gets to be the smart kid.
Or instead of having us spend buy those V coins, those V bucks, instead of us having to buy those V bucks, that'll be great. Now that'll be great for what you said.
Quiz day I'm button my shirt to fucking V bucks.
Quiz day ass. And make sure they pass these quizzes. If they pass these quizzes, they can get a certain amount of V-Bucks to do what they need to do on the game.
Right. We're doing it. Listen, so my son, dog, which was hilarious, we was on the show where he wanted, it was Fox was here, it was, I want to buy this skin. Well, I'm like, does it make you shoot, run faster? No. They'll come to find out the skin was some TikToker that had 2 million views in an hour or something, and all of a sudden he's fucking famous. And dude, I spent $46 fucking dollars so my kids can walk around in fucking lumberjack, black and red lumberjack pants, whatever that shit is. Right? Wait, this is the skin. This guy, who is it? It's a TikToker. We're like, holy shit. So I say all that to say this. So my son was like, Dad, for $20, I can get 1,000. For $22, I get 9% more. It says 9%. It doesn't tell you how many more V-Bucks. Right, where my living. How about you get the 9% free if you can answer this math question? Right. And I would accept that. Charge me the 23 for the regular 1,000. You know what I'm saying? All right. And if you don't get it right, you only get this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, bro, I just spent a lot of time around a lot of kids watching this shit, dude. And there's a lot of empty time where, dude, you can put knowledge in here because everybody plays it. It's crazy how this game is still around.
Minecraft shit too. The Minecraft shit too.
Yes, like, the Roblox and all this weird shit.
Roblox. Going on? What's crazy is, man, why, bro? I'm not gonna lie. I sit there and watch. And I ask, like, are y'all really having fun?
Yes. Dude, when we were children, dude, you need another friend to play 2 players. Now they got you locked in a room where you don't even need social skills. You don't need to know anything.
Y'all really having fun?
Yeah, that's what I say all the time.
They'll rather play those type of games than play like the realistic looking. And I'd be like, what the fuck?
I mean, like, but dude, my kids love this GTA shit, bro. And it's funny because listen, like, okay, my camera's on. Listen, my son be doing this to me. Yeah, wait, to me that's like gang kill. Yeah, you know what that is. Right, and I asked my son where he got that from. He's like, GTA. What? Listen, my son will throw out all the gags that you've ever heard on GTA. Oh, where I'd be like, what? That's not even a game. And it's just like St. Lupus Locos. Wait, that's not a real place or a gang.
That's crazy, bro, because that's another way that they get kids to want to be part of these intermediate organizations because they think that's cool on these video games and shit. But again, that's our fault as well, because if as a parent, like Brother Fox said, you can cut your kid's phone the fuck off to where he can't operate that motherfucker at a certain time.
It's my phone. I paid a bill.
or if you gonna let your kids play these games, like I said, man, I let my son listen to this music, but after a while, it came to a point where I was like, "What the fuck? Are you okay? Like, why is you?"
Yeah.
So if we gonna let our kids play these games, bro, we need to sit down with our kids and explain and let them know. Listen, this shit ain't real. Don't get me wrong. The aspect of people out here being part of things and clicks, yes, that's real. But this is a video game. This shooting shit and it's stealing cars shit and you coming back to life or what's the respawn and shit. There's no respawn in real life.
Yo, Bearded, listen, with my kids with the GTA shit, listen, my son has been saving his money over a year now. Saving his money over a year now because GTA 6 or whatever is based out of Miami. You know what I'm saying? It's based out of Miami, dude, where he knows when they do, because they move it back a month. You know what I'm saying? Right, dude, they're building. It's already done. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to keep pushing it back to build the interest. And dude, when my kid first liked that GTA shit, dude, I sat them all down. And I'm like, you do understand that this is fake. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, you do understand that this is all a video.
So, with your son and wanting to do that engineering shit, also, they got servers where he can build his own GTA game.
Right.
Like, so he can make his game, make his own cars, make his own character. He can, and that's the God mode that Brother Fox was talking about, where, you know what I'm saying, he's the administrator of a game where he has his own server and he invite other people in to come play with him. But he sets his own rules. He know how to go into the program, and he can kick people out. He can respawn people, or people have certain things wrong or glitches in the game. He can go in with his little code and fix them and shit like that. That'd be a great start.
Right. But you know what I'm saying? But I mean, like, I know I'm speaking from my 10-year-old where, bro, you give him all that power and he's going to get Donald Trump-ish on you.
Point, though. But see, but that's the point. We want that mindset because that mindset is going to create a thirst for having things, a thirst for creation, a thirst for wanting to be business minded, a thirst for wanting to know what money is and how to operate and what to do with money. So
right, but I feel what, once again, speaking for my 10-year-old, and like I said, I don't know, I can ask him, but I feel in the sense of the power would get to him before he realizes this is a social network. Like, I don't think my kid understands. Well, bro, like, I tell them they can curse when they play the little Fortnite thing, but I allow them to, just because I want to hear what it is they're saying. And you hear a lot of, like, fuck you, faggot, and all kinds of like little weird shit, right? Where you're just repeating words, you know. No, where I ask my kids, you know what a faggot is, and they're like a gay guy. What do you mean, like okay, that's your answer? Why are you saying the word if you don't know what it means?
What it means, right?
And my kids will be like, because it's disrespectful. I can't argue with you. We're like, if you're going to be disrespectful, you landed it, but that's not the point of the word. You know what I mean? Right. Like, you just saying it, right? Why? I don't know what it means, but I know it hurts somebody's feelings. We're like, oh shit.
It hurts. Yeah. Right. But no, I really do think, like we said, though, man, putting a little bit more education in, especially inside of these shorter games, I think that would be, you know,
it's all they talk about. Right, dude. So imagine them at school. That's all they would talk about. Or dude, this would they make fun of each other? They're gonna probably do it anyways. But dude, if you have that kid be like, "Oh, you suck," because you didn't know the math problem to get to level 5, that kid's not gonna want to suck. He might be amazing at Fortnite, bad at math. He's gonna focus on the math a little bit,
a little bit more, so he can
just
get down
a little bit, right? So he can get to level 5 to show you suck. What's good? Overdose.
He said, y'all playing music or y'all on the porch sniffing? What he say? Sipping. No. So music is Friday and Saturdays. You know what I'm saying? My regular channels, man, is Overdose. Monday through Thursday, man. Bearded Conversation is conversation time. You know what I'm saying? So we conversate Monday through Thursday. The music go Friday and Saturday. You know, hey, Q, man. You know, you should come over more often, man, and have some discussion with us, brother. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we just building. That's all. That's all.
Very knowledgeable brother too.
Yeah. Monday through Thursdays be more about building and solution finding, and you know what I'm saying, just talking about the shit that's going on every day. Friday,
right, exactly.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday is mostly them the 2 music days, man. You know, Friday is the interview day, and Saturday all night we spend. So on Bearded Conversation, you know, we do more conversating than anything. So, you know, it's the Bearded Studios and the
It's in the title.
Yeah.
These conversations are important, bro. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, though, whether we going through it or not, somebody out there is going through it. You feel me? Somebody going through whatever we talking about. Somebody knows a little something. Like you seen in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Dylan, Remo, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, we could speak about anything, and everybody has an opinion on it, and that's healthy. Like, listen, you said something earlier about, like, which I thought was dope as fuck. You said something about, like, factual opinions. Every opinion is factual, ladies and gentlemen. Right. That's why it's an opinion. That was beautiful when you said that earlier. I was like, ooh, I gotta use that. Factual opinions, baby.
Hey, Q, you want to welcome to come hit the panel, man. Though, you know, you can come up and hit the panel, man, and compensate it and give us some of your knowledge, man. You know, you're a worldly individual, man. You didn't been out here doing things, and
he also a father.
A father, you correcting life. You know, basically, man. That's what we about here on Monday through Thursday. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna reiterate that. And again, Friday and Saturday, those are the music days. You know.
Hold on.
Well, peace to everybody out there in the chat, man. Big ups to all my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, listening to us. He say, let's not say that I did you. He's stupid. He say, let's not. What did he say? He say, let's not. And said that I did. Your breath stank. This motherfucker here. All right. Well, yeah, we see you up here, Q. We see you up here. This thing Q is out the chain, man. But yeah, man. But nah, Q, but for real though, Q, sometimes, Q, when we be having these discussions, bro, hey man, some of the life shit that you done been through, bro, like sometimes, man, motherfuckers be needing to hear that shit. And motherfuckers need to know what's going on and you know what I'm saying, man? Learn how, and not learn, but figure out how to make better decisions in life, bro. Especially these youth. Yeah, you see him, man, talking about
not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad, man. I'm actually chewing on experiments, so yeah, my breath ain't too bad. You understand? It ain't too bad. Yeah. Hey, but I appreciate you, Q, man, for sliding through, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Sliding through. Was that a breath mint?
Get your ass up on the panel.
Yeah. Hey, Remo. So I know Remo, I know you play games, man. So I know a lot of y'all on here play games, man, play video games. What do y'all think about that before we get up out of here? What do you guys think about, including you, Q? What do you think about making games a little bit more learner-friendly and interactive for the kids versus just because you know Fortnite and shit, that's all shooting. It's still violence, but like Cito said, like, you know, when once you jump out that plane and you taking all day to hit the ground, what if we put a math question or a reading question or a geography question up on the screen to help you hit the ground faster? You know what I'm saying?
Right. If you get it right, you get there quicker. Little shit like right. And it don't have to be difficult. It's just incorporating education into it. It doesn't have to be a difficult question. It could be very simple. Like,
he say, "No, I don't want to be squished up there between y'all two funky ass middle-aged men." Hold on, man. Ain't you middle-aged too?
That isn't. I feel him though. Right, with 3 middle-aged men, that's like a party.
Like a party. You a fool. Hey, but you know what? But that's strong and that's powerful though. Middle age or not, bro. And I know he's joking and shit, but man, listen, us being up on here in this panel, man, coming from different walks of life and being able to conversate and have these type of discussions and build and find solutions to how we can help each other and how we can help others. That shit I like that, man. That's strong. That's powerful. That's building. This is what we need. Everybody say all our villages are being torn the fuck down. Okay, if they torn down, let's start rebuilding them. You know what I'm saying? Let's get hammers and nails and boards and let's start rebuilding them and putting them back. That's all, Q. That's all I'm saying, Q. I know you know. I know Q just being Q. But that's all I'm saying, Q, because I know you got a lot of good information out there, especially with your movement, with the music and the things that y'all doing and young artists coming up, man, and not being able to, you know, have certain resources or not being able or don't have the connections to do this, that, and the third. Whereas you coming up here talking to them and they seeing you, like you can get them that resource. You know what I'm saying? Or they can listen to a story that you had and they be like, okay, well, man, you know what? Yeah. That's why. He say, brother, you don't wipe till it's white. That's why. Oh my goodness.
I think he must be talking to you, my brother.
I don't know what that. Honestly, I don't even know what that means.
I don't even know what it means. Me neither, right? But it sounded kind of cool.
You come up here and talk shit, Q. Damn.
Hey, Bearded, that's why I was like, he talking to you because I read it twice and I was like, I don't know what that means. But
I don't know. Till it's white. That's why. I don't know.
I don't even watch NASCAR.
Hey, I want to know why Q wanted to come up here, man, and disrupt us when we had the Joker up here, man. I want to know why. Why, Q? Hey, Q, we love everybody, Q. We love all our people here on Bearded Conversation, man. Everybody needs somebody.
Except Q.
Except Q and shit, yeah. Hey, boy, Q was finna come up here and clown. I know he was, man. I'm glad he didn't get up here and clown.
Today, did you just disinvite him? Wait, did you just come up here and speak knowledge? Oh, no.
But that was a good point about what you said, though, man. I really do think that'd be good, man. Like putting some math or some type of questions inside of the video, especially like instead of us having to buy those V-Bucks, if the kids can take a quiz and ask some questions to get these V-Bucks on their own.
And I mean, listen, though, we'll buy the V-Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, it's a business at the end of the day, so I understand that me buying the V-Bucks. But dude, instead of me giving you an extra $3, give back to the people. You know what I'm saying? No, you can take, for example, dude, every kid that actually does the math quiz, take a percentage of that and give it and put it towards education. You know what I'm saying? There's little ways that companies can still win, do both. Where hey, if you get this question right, you get, dude, like I said, it said 9%. If you don't stop, give me 10. I know 10 out of 25 is 250. 9. That's a math question. If I can get the question, if I can get the 9% right, let me get them a couple V-Bucks.
So Q, you say wipe until the tissue turn white again. Now how that work, Q? See, I don't know how that works. Because if I, you know what I'm saying, if I'm going to the washroom and I'm wiping, I don't think the tissue gonna turn back white. Man.
This nigga using baby wipes.
I don't know. Man. Q is on.
You got a bidet. What the fuck?
Yeah, Q is crazy, man. Hey, I love it, man. He got his wrench, man. He coming over here being disruptive, man. I love it. Hey, Q, but for real though, for Q, man. Hey, for real though, on a Monday through Thursday though, bro, when we talking for real though, and we talking, man. Hey, man, you know you more than welcome and invited to come up on the panel and talk shit. I mean, you know, you still talk your shit, but man, you know, you can, man, you know, add to the conversation, man. You got good knowledge, bro. That's all. Oh, he said if you don't get it together, you're gonna get a rash. No, brothers. No rashes here, man. Hey, this motherfucker Q is awesome.
I like the fact he had to put it to ass rash. She was thinking it's just a regular rash.
Yeah, regular rash. Oh shit, man.
Like the video, thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
Like he said, man, thumb up the video. Thumb up the video.
Wait, no thumbs up after all this ass talk. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I blame Q.
Wow, man. Hey, Kanye West then fled to Japan. Hey, Kanye West flees to Japan after troubling social media rants. He instantly calmed down. Hey,
it's a long ass flight.
Hey, so controversial rapper Kanye West reportedly fled to Tokyo, Japan, following a series of explosive social media rants that targeted his ex-wife Kim Kardashian, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and their children. It says sources close to the situation revealed that West traveled to Tokyo last week to decompress. One insider who spoke to TMZ said TMZ said Los Angeles can be a trigger to West, who goes by Ye, but the rapper calmed down after he touched down in Japan. As soon as he got there, he instantly calmed down, the source said. When he's here in Tokyo, he feels completely disconnected and calm. It's not immediately clear if West is still in Tokyo. It was also unclear if his wife Bianca Censori traveled with him. But one source who spoke to the outlet noted that she has stayed in Japan until this weekend. West's flight to Tokyo comes on the heels of several disturbing posts on social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, and now deleted posts. West accused Kardashian of being a sex trafficker and alleged that their children might be involved in a sex trafficking ring. He also accused the Kardashians of strategically producing Black children. The rapper's The rapper's tirades extended beyond his immediate family. He made derogatory comments about Jay-Z and Beyonce's children, questioning the mental capacity of their 7-year-old twins, Rumi and Sir. He also accused Beyonce of using IVF to conceive them, which we already know she did. Furthermore, West criticized British singer FKA Twigs for featuring his daughter, Northwest in a music video, claiming it was inappropriate and accusing Kardashian of allowing it against his wishes. The fallout from his troubling rants is significant. Sources who spoke to Page Six claims Kim wants to keep their children away from West due to his controversial behavior. Reports also suggest that Beyonce and Jay-Z are considering legal action over their children comments. So yeah, they trying to sue. And it was actually an article that said, y'all know about Dr. Phil? Dr. Phil was out here in Chicago locking up immigrants. So Dr. Phil wrote an article stating that it's possible that throughout all this craziness that the child services could potentially take the kids away from. I'm telling you what they were saying. They could potentially take the kids away from Kardashian and Kanye. Well, Kanye ain't got them already, no way. But if she keep going back and forth with this little bit of whatever feud that they got going on, they could potentially take the kids away. And he just recently did a video. Well, his daughter did a video on a song of his that he released that people are saying is controversial with his daughter. I haven't seen the video yet, but while he's speaking against other people, you know, he puts his own family in certain situations and predicaments. Man, that's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Listen, have you seen that little girl on Instagram? Let me tell you something. Where Big Brother be listening, bro. Listen, this little girl North, it is Kanye. I don't know how old she is, bro, but you see a bunch of clips on IG and YouTube and shit, and ooh, she is Kanye to the max. She says whatever she wants. She but as in the fact of the state taking it, there's way too much money involved. Big bank always takes little bank.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's pretty funny though, because I seen the little girl North. I had no clue what she looked like. I'm not one of those. I know she pops up on my little damn Instagram, and that little girl is daddy's little girl.
She was just like Kanye,
just like him, speaks like him, has an opinion like him.
So, with that, man, like Kanye do a lot. Jay-Z been out here. Yeah, Jay-Z been out here in the public and everything. Like, how do you think the kids, and I know they try to shelter their kids away from a lot of this shit, but how do you think they go about sheltering their kids and keeping their kids away from this type of mayhem and madness that go on with their lives? Like, I don't think motherfuckers is doing a real good job of this shit.
I mean, I don't think you can. I think the weird part is dude, I like understand TMZ. What I don't understand is like, okay, like I'll give you an example though. Like, okay, you gotta hide your kid. Who the fuck cares about your kid? That's weird to me already. Where TMZ, I understand, because if you offer me $5,000, I will hang out in a tree 2 miles away to take a picture of your child too. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I mean? Right. So I blame more like I like to say, don't blame the priest, blame the church. Then they go hand in hand. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I also like for example, like Dwayne Wade's kid, Magic Johnson's kid. If you were broke and you had to go to regular public school, you ain't that flamboyant. I promise you.
I was gonna say that shit, but I didn't want to go there. I was gonna mention Dwayne Wade and Magic Johnson's son grown right now, so that's and I'm pretty sure starting off, bro. No, he wasn't that flamboyant, but.
I mean, but that's part of that's what comes with the cause. Well, listen, if you think you're just gonna go and be in movies and be a rapper and make all this money and you don't get nothing that comes with it, every yin has a yang. I just feel I mean, dude, you know how much money you have to name your kid North? Apple, Blue Ivy. Like, man, that's a whole different type of tax bracket.
I don't think you gotta have money to do that shit. Cause look at the way cause they already say black folk or melanated, my melanated brothers and sisters already get their kids crazy.
No, right, but crazy names, but it's with a purpose. I feel like a lot of these names are just because I can afford it. Where my kid's never gonna go through anything. He's safe, she's safe. You know what I'm saying? Once again, so I don't think Dwayne Wade's son would be so. Whatever the word is, if he had to go to a public school. Right. You know what I'm saying? Where I think it's the money that protects you, where they're never gonna be, they're gonna be around other people that live in their tax bracket. So everything's gonna be okay.
So are you saying that the money is one of the reasons why they weird as hell? Well, I'm not gonna say weird as hell. I'm gonna take that back.
Yes. No, that's fine. I'm gonna go with the weird as hell. Yes. Yes. Now, you don't have to say it. I'm agreeing with you. But I mean, even if you didn't say that, I'm agreeing with you. Yes, absolutely.
Hey, you might be right though.
I mean, dude, it's like, listen, we're speaking on Dwayne Wade as a Heat fan. Dude, I like the fact where he was like confused as fuck. I mean, he didn't immediately come out. He didn't immediately come out and be like, "I love my child." No. He was like, "I don't know how to deal with this." Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you felt like a human aspect to it. You know what I'm saying? For him to say Gabrielle Union was the one and it's not her kid, that shows love. You feel me? Right, but he like I felt he handled it in the right way in the sense of, dude, when he first came out, not the Wayne way came out, but right when he was like, hold on, right when he took a step back, it was like I don't know what's happening. He just gave me a human feel, and I'm not saying it because I'm a Heat fan. I'm saying it because he gave me like a human aspect to it of confused as fuck. Yeah, okay? But a lot of them are just like whatever. Listen, Elon Musk. Oh, my kid's
but
gay.
When you talk about shit like that, but like look at Will Smith's son, man. Did you see just recently? The brother blouse or whatever the fuck did he what the fuck was that he had on?
Dude, listen, do you not think that comes from money? If your parents can afford for you to be anything you want to be. Listen, when I was growing up, I was not gonna be a drummer. My parents didn't buy me no drum set. It was big on what you gonna do to make money. You want to follow your dreams? Cool. Right. But what you gonna do to make money? I feel when you eliminate that, what you gonna do to make money, because you're good, now it's easy to be. I mean, dude, I feel where the more money you have, where you can, you know, the whole thought of like, am I not? Oh, I guess I can afford it, so maybe I am. Yeah, if you were broke, you wouldn't afford it. Right. You'd be like, maybe I'm not.
Yeah. And I like the fact that Elon, because even with Elon's son, I'd have slapped shit out of my son. Listen, you don't tell this man to shut up on national TV. Who the fuck you think? I ain't gonna tell to slap shit out of him. I ain't gonna say that. But you don't tell
about the little one.
Yeah, you don't tell this grown man to well, we're gonna get on the older one, but you don't tell but just period. You don't tell this grown man.
Right. That starts at home, dude. That kid was repeating. Dude, kids don't listen to what you say.
But again, that's that money shit you're talking about. That's that shit.
Right. So does he love his younger kid more than his older kid? Or was he just very disappointed and was like, I could throw money at it? That is your problem.
So he actually said, I read an article about this. I know what you're talking about. He actually said he got tricked into actually filling out that paperwork for his son to change his gender. He said he was tricked. But again, that still goes with, did you just have enough money that you thought a motherfucker would just bring you some paperwork in there for you to just sign off on?
Right. Listen, right. Exactly. If you were poor and somebody brings you paperwork, you're gonna read it.
Yeah.
Right. When you got money, you have your readers read it. Whatever the fuck, however you want to word it. Right. Is it cool? Does it cost me anything?
He said he signed off on it because all he heard was his child and or his son brought in the paperwork. He really didn't read it or understand it.
He dismissed it completely.
Right. But that's because he got money. He probably thought I got better things to do. Here, what you want? All right, here, let me put my name on it.
He had his handlers handle it, and they were like, does it cost me anything? What's it gonna cost me? Because once you get to a certain tax bracket, all you think about is money.
Yeah, bro, he come out and say that he disowned his son, his older son, because of this, and he felt as though his son tricked him into signing this damn paper.
And listen, and he is willing to pay whatever child support it is to disown his child.
But you're the parent. You should have paid more closer attention to what the fuck he was bringing you, bro.
But that's
how we talked about with the phones and with the video games and with everything we let our kids do. We still have to sit them down and let them know this is not reality. These are the consequences, and these are the things that come behind the things that you choose to do in reality. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but when you could throw money at it, it's a different type of reality. You know what I'm saying? Listen, like we spoke about this before. You put a rich person in the room, and people think that individual is the smartest. Guy, girl, gay, straight, black, white, Asian, other, it don't matter. He has the most money. We, as humans, just happen to think he's the smartest.
Right.
It's not related.
Right.
It's not related.
Well, people just assume, well, if he got the most money, he got to be the smartest.
He got to be smart, right?
We ain't got his money, so obviously it's something that we're not doing that he did to get this money. So maybe we need to follow up, and you know what I'm saying. So yeah, man.
Right, but when I say about the money, I feel like the more money you get, the more you lose, like in touch with just mankind, just humanity. You feel me?
So you wanted to talk about Kanye earlier. So do you think his money is the reason why he goes on these rants and he claims he identifies as a Nazi and he says he loves Hitler and all this crazy shit? What do you think his problem is?
No filter. Not understanding. I think he has an idea how much weight his voice carries, but I don't think he understands how much weight his voice carries. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I don't think they all You know what I'm saying? Where, listen, I use Kanye as a special example in the sense of, bro, where when he came out, it was, oh, you're an artist that was never gonna make it. That was the storyline. He spit through the wire. He was looked at different. You feel me? His mom was an educator. It was different. And then the money, everybody pulling on your, you know what I'm saying, to like, you know what I'm saying, to not use better words. Well, dude, he was told he was God as a human, bro. Listen, it's a Jesus story. How many times they gonna tell you God? You're gonna start to believe it if everybody keeps telling you this. But I don't think his opinion is money based. I think he doesn't have a filter and understand that you can fuck up the church's money with your opinion. Yeah, I just think he just feels it and just like, dude. And for example, dude, I'm not saying I'm Kanye, but I do it to you. Well, I want to chime in immediately. You're not even done with your point, but you said something that I caught, and I want to chime in. I think that's the Kanye, right? Where he just wants to chime in. We're like, oh, and after he says it, we're like, oh fuck, can't take it back now. So he doubles down on it. Like,
okay, I got you. I got you.
Right, he can't take it back, so he's like, fuck it. Now I'm on it. And now his thoughts are like, this is why I said it, even if he didn't mean it.
Hey, last Trump thing, man, and because we got about a couple more minutes, man. Last Trump article that I'm gonna read. And
shout out Donald Trump.
Yeah, so Trump administration pulls back billions in COVID era funding for state local health departments. So y'all remember when we had the pandemic, whatever you want to call it, y'all remember that. So now they pulling back funding. So man, listen, y'all. Go to the doc, man. Listen, not just I know we do the men's health shit and all this other extra. Listen, go to these doctors, man. Find out, listen, do your due diligence, man. Do some research. Find out what's healthy. Find out what you can do and what you can't do. Because it's getting to a point now, man. Hey, like I said earlier, man, if they cut out public school and they privatize schools and they trying to give us canned meat, this is gonna be a fucking communistic state or country. It ain't gonna be no more capitalism. It's gonna be a little bit of capitalism, but this shit is gonna be communistic, man. So, go ahead. What you finna say?
I'm saying I feel capitalism has kind of been out the window for 10, 15 years now. Where that capitalism, they're moving it to a sense of it's private capitalism.
Yeah. So, and only reason I'm saying that, bro, only reason I'm saying that because once they pull back this funding for these health departments, so just like when COVID first hit and we didn't know nothing about it and we couldn't fight it, now they're pulling back funding. So if they're pulling back funding and prevention measures, I don't want to say this, but are they saying fuck the country? Like if something like this happen again, it just happens and we not finna do nothing about it. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, but let me read the article before we jump. I'm gonna read a couple of things, paragraphs on before we just jump ahead and see if that's what they really doing. So it says state and local public health departments are bracing themselves as the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention pulls back about $11.4 billion in grants that were allocated to the state and community health departments during the COVID-19 pandemic response. The COVID-19 pandemic is over. The HHS will no longer waste billions on taxpayer dollars responding to a non-existent pandemic that Americans moved on from years ago. The HHS is prioritizing funding projects that will deliver on President Trump's mandate to address our chronic disease epidemic and make America healthy again. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services said in a statement Wednesday, these funds were largely used for COVID-19 testing, COVID-19 vaccination, and COVID-19 global project, according to HHS, including for community health workers focused on populations most at risk from COVID, meaning the older people or people who have other ailments like respiratory systems, asthma, bronchitis, or shit. I even heard if you had diabetic, you were more prone to catch COVID-19. So it says since part of the pandemic 5 years ago, the United States has had more than 100 million COVID-19 cases and about 1.2 million deaths, according to data from CASHAPP. People who are older, who are in some racial and ethnic minority groups, or who have certain medical conditions have been more likely to experience severe outcomes from the virus. Just like I was saying, older, some people, you know, might be diabetic. Now they're trying to say certain racial and certain ethnic groups are more prone to getting COVID-19. Wonder why. The CDC expects to start covering this money. I'm sorry, the CDC expects to start recovering this money in about 30 days, according to HHS. Notices about this termination of funding were sent out this week to local health departments and organizations, said Lori Tramiel Freeman, Chief Executive Officer of National Association and County and City health officials. The group could see about $10 million in funding rescinded, she said. These are COVID era grants. Basically, they began during the COVID response, but they were largely part of agreements that extended beyond the emergency, so that some of the work of the emergency could be extended in an effort to prepare better for the next emergency or to build infrastructure, Freeman said, adding that some examples of this work include laboratory testing when people are sick, keeping immunization rates up, and monitoring wastewater samples for the spread of disease. Some of these reductions in funding could lead to significant layoffs. I'm not gonna read any more of the article, but I remember when COVID-19 was here, it was different variations steadily every week. Or every whatever you would hear, it's a different variation of it. It's a different this. It's a different that. So I guess that's not going on anymore. So these variations just falling out the fucking face of the earth. So what if they take this funding, Cito, and then next week COVID-19 fucking strikes and hit again, and then we unfucking prepare for it. You know, it was already a fucking executive order that I read on a privy episode about how Trump told the CDC not to talk to the World Health Organization, how he ordered them not to speak to no one. So if some shit happens, or if it was a major crisis or a breakout, CDC don't talk to nobody. So how are we going to get the word out? How are we going to spread the knowledge and information about what to do and how to stay safe if these organizations are not talking to each other?
Because they'd rather us that don't have the knowledge spread the word. My opinion.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, if we talking about it, but dude, we're not scientists. We have nothing behind it. It leaves it up to a lot more conspiracy theories can open up, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I'm glad I read the article, because I don't like using the words COVID, because a lot of times you get flagged. A lot of times people, you know what I'm saying? And again, with medical misinformation, we not giving any medical misinformation. All I'm saying is that if they pulling funding back, so does that mean that production of vaccination is going to stop? Does that mean we don't have to get the shot anymore? Does that mean that when this new variant of it comes up, are we going to be able to combat it? I mean,
I feel like it's out of sight, out of mind. First of all, dude, it was a world pandemic. So listen, I don't believe in a COVID conspiracy theory. Dude, where I'm vaccinated, all 3 shots, ain't shit never happened to me. And I caught COVID. How do I know, dog? Because my fucking knee hurt. I could taste, I could smell, but what the fuck my knee hurt for? Very weird.
Hey, you stupid. Hey, man, big ups to Isaac Brayton, Elohim, Risen Christ. Big ups to the brother. The brother say, brother, he said, it's been a minute. Yeah, we ain't seen you in a minute. Isaac, he said, man, I got sober and you feeling great. Hey, man, you know what? Hey, see, and this what it's about, man. Let's celebrate this brother, man, for getting sober. You know what I'm saying? And doing what he got to do, man. And he back on business, man. Hey, congratulations, brother, on your sober journey, man. I hope you keep that up. Also, man, big ups to Big Frank, man, brother Philosophy, please. That brother, man, he had to get a kid. Man, he came on the show, man, from his hospital bed, needing a kidney replacement because of all the drinking and stuff that he do. Big ups to Philosophy, please, as well, man. Hey. And I'm not saying that Bearded Conversation was the cause of it. That we wouldn't. I'm not saying that, but bro, hey, big ups to those guys, man, and anybody that's out there that has a condition or that has a problem, a self condition or a self problem or an addiction that they fighting through, that they getting over. Man, listen, if y'all need any support, bro, any ears or anything like that, man, listen. I know sometimes y'all got y'all. Hey, man, listen, you're more than welcome to come on, talk, sit here. Hey, if you got a problem, bro, hey, I'd rather y'all come here, talk to us, get it out. That way you ain't got to revert back to those. You know what I'm saying, man? This is what we do. This
takes an addict to know one, dog. Or anybody in the chat, dog. If you have an addiction problem and you want to speak to another addict, you know what I'm saying, get it raw, uncut. You know what I'm saying, not what you want to hear, but you know what I'm saying, we can talk about this, dog. Because it's even addict. Reach me. Not hard to find. BandLab, Instagram, YouTube. Fuck my music and all that shit. Real talk.
Yeah.
And I know this from being one, where I know where I had to turn, I know who I had to find, things I had to do, and I found the most comfortable space where it was coming from a stranger that wasn't a therapist that knows exactly what I'm going. Yeah. I don't want nobody out there to feel alone, dog. I'm not hard to find, and if you can't find me, you ain't trying. CITOBO.
Yeah, he said all my anxiety and nervousness went away. And getting off alcohol. He said first step was to switch to light beer, made quitting much easier. Man, listen, man. Listen, it's a testimony, bro. You know what I'm saying? For the ones that think they can't do it, or for the ones that's going through it, or for the ones that's maybe starting off on this journey. You know what I'm saying? He says, man, all his anxiety and nervousness went away when he left that shit alone, man. And listen, and I ain't trying to be listen, because I don't want to give out no medical misinformation. I don't want nobody saying we doing none of that. Listen, just seek help, seek therapy. And like Cito always say at the end of the show, and I know he gonna say it when we close out because we got 5 minutes. Learn how to love the ones that love you. You know what I'm saying? You aren't no richer. You're the richest right now than you're ever gonna be in your life, man. Right now. Pay attention to us. You know, pay attention to yourself. Stay focused. You know, like
look at into the message. You never know where it's coming. You feel me?
Yeah, facts. That's facts, man. Big up, like I say, man. Big ups to Isaac, man. Hey, man, the brother, he been a supporter and a follower for a minute. He ain't been on in a minute, but yeah, like he say, man. And again, bro, and I appreciate him for coming on. And I didn't mean to and I know you know this, Braden. I didn't want to just say that, read your comment out loud like I was trying to put you on the spot or anything of that nature, bro. But everybody got problems, man. People go through shit. You know, like he said, he ain't been through because shit, he was dealing with something, you know. And I'm glad he was able to fight it.
He deserves his flowers, you know what I'm saying? Because as one, you know what I'm saying, to get out of it, right, where people just are happy for you. You know what I'm saying? But the battle begins on falling back. You feel me? If it's not out of it, it's damn, how the fuck I stay out of it. You feel me? So the fact he came on here, bro, and he said that shit with pride, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah, like he said it's all good. I'm glad to share my testimony, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you thank you, and I appreciate you for even coming to the show or feeling as though, you know what I'm saying, this was a place for you to even get that off, bro. Because and this is what I say, man. This is why I like doing this. Like I tell y'all, this is my therapy. Like when I have bad days and I be going through fucked up shit, bro, coming up here talking to y'all, whether it's Cito on the panel, whether it's Fox on the panel, whether Maniac, Coach Ricky, or somebody get up here on the panel, man. As long as I get up here and I'm talking to y'all, and even if it's no one here, the next day I wake up, I might have 50, 60 views. I appreciate that, man. That helps me. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I should be actually with another there, but this is help for me. I love this. Yeah, most definitely.
That was one day. And I made a song to what the fuck I felt.
Yeah. Definitely. Hey, so Isaac, before you get up out of here, Isaac, because we finna get ready to get out of here, Isaac, let you know, and everybody else that's watching, don't forget to tune in every Monday through Thursday, 9 to 11 p.m. Central Time. I know it's finna be 12, but when me and Cito get up here sometime, man, it's always good conversation, and we be bouncing off each other, so we went an hour early, but I know y'all appreciate it. Hey, also, Isaac, every Friday, man, we interview music artists, from all over the place, not just Chicago. If you're in Baltimore, if you're in Australia, if you're in West Bumblefuck, if you do music, man, you want to get an interview in and you want to push and promote your music and tell the people about you, man, Bearded Studios, Real MCs Talk, me and Cito Boy, every Friday, man, we interview our artists. Listen, we also looking for producers, engineers, A&Rs, anybody in that field, in the music field, that can come and give some advice to the artists that's up and coming as well. We're looking for those as well. And also, Braden, every Saturday at 11 p.m. Central Time to the next day, every artist that's been on the channel, or any artist that want to come on the channel, we invite them. We put the link in the chat. They send their music in and shit. We get the people our third shift, man. We do it for our third shift, man. We do it for us too, but we do it for our third shift. We keep them up. We keep them going. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to Professor Remo, man. Last week he said we kept him up while he was doing this paper. So big ups to him. Big ups to Pamela. Miss Pamela, she said we kept her up. She was driving. She drives at night. She said we kept her up with the grooves and the tunes. And she said, she say, you hilarious, man. She was laughing at our conversation. So hey, so that's what I'm saying, man. We do good things for people, man. Whether we know it or not, right. People tune in and you know, that's what I do it for. I don't do it to get paid. I don't get me wrong. I ain't saying I don't want nothing. But you know what I'm saying? I don't do it for that shit, bro. I get up here, bro.
We put work and then you get back what you get. And I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Braden, listen, bro, where your music might be cool and all, but your voice might be louder Monday through Thursday, bro. I'm saying a lot more people need to hear how you got through it than your music. Yeah. I don't mean that. I'm saying any disrespect music. I'm saying where you have a story to tell, where Fridays can be fun, Saturday can be fun, but I feel your message needs to come here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
Yeah, most definitely. And I'm gonna check out the music. So man, make sure you tuning in on those days too, man. Cause like I say, man, we push and play everybody music, man. Oh, hey, also y'all, I just got into it. That's the wrong choice of words. I just ran across a rock group, and I'm trying to get them in the building too, man. I'm trying to get this rock group in the building. Also, it's a rock group I just ran across, man. I'm trying to get them in for an interview. You know, so I might do that on a Saturday because they say they work on Friday, but I might try to do it before we go live with the music. I might try to get them in, man, with an interview for the people. Listen, I love rock and roll. So shit, maybe you know what I'm saying? Hey, we got to put it out there, man. Rock and roll is music just like rap. R&B
existed, bro, because hip hop has ruined music. It opened lanes for rappers, but it didn't fucking close doors for R&B and these other lanes. So that's so weird.
Yeah. So that's all I want to do because good music still exists, man. Shit. Also, hey, I got a country group too. I'm trying to get them. They out of Tennessee. I'm trying to get them to come through for an interview as well. So I'm trying to mix it up and be diverse. You know what I'm saying? And bring some, you know, different, you know, genres of music to the people. Right, man. Gotta have some flavor, man. Have some flavor, man. Hey, but with that being said, man, it's 12:01. Cito boy, go ahead and close us out with some words of inspiration, baby.
Appreciate everybody tuning in. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and there's no us without you.
Hey, y'all heard what he said.
There's a lead in love over follow and like. Learn to love those that love you. And please understand you ain't never, ever, ever been richer than you are right here, right now.
Cito, never, ever. Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, like my boy Cito said, man, y'all know what it is, man. Hey, and me, hey, I'm gonna leave y'all how I came to y'all, man. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations. Let's keep everybody in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. One more time for those in the back in the peanut gallery. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. And let's not get those 5 key components of life. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. And one last time, love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration, man, because that's what we live by here on this channel. Hey, and like Roscoe always tell y'all when he here before he sign off, if ain't nobody today told y'all that they love y'all,
love you.
Get a conversation, and Roscoe love you, man. Hey, with that being said, man, all superheroes don't wear capes, but they still need their theme music. So to all my beautiful people, all my Beardonians, and all my superheroes.
Yeah. I'm trying to get a job. He won't even pay. Hard work and dedication, ain't no judgment. We just having conversations, ain't no need for fronting. Give you an opinion, and then you do what you want. But we gon' listen, tell you what you need, not what you want. It's different on the side, cut and kick and karate. Come and get high, cause everybody here is invited to the party. y'all niggas smoke, cool. Cause I know about Marley. Real OGs sit on the panel while waiting in the lobby.
Hey man, y'all know what it is, man. Big ups to everybody that tuned in tonight, man, with me and Cito Boy. Big ups to all our followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers, man. Big ups to the best moderators in the game that joined the chat tonight. Big ups to everybody in the chat, man. Peace and blessings. Like I tell y'all every night, man. Without y'all, it wouldn't be no bearded conversation, man. We love y'all, man. Hey, don't forget to tune in. Same black time, same black channel. Talk black to me, y'all.
If it's what you get paid, champagne and bubble bath. That is all fantasy. Niggas rather hear where the fuck you been or what it is you gon' be. See, real, no real. And this is not for the motherfucking fake. It ain't a radio station. And no one here hates. See, we give an opinion on what the fuck we heard. I can get annoying. The public get on your nerves. But you gon' be okay. We here to brighten up your day. From the first day of June.
Hey, to the last day in May. Hey, y'all, and don't forget, Lynn Chicago Pizza right here in Chicago, Illinois. Dan Soul Food and Bakery right here in Chicago, Illinois. Urban Lux Cafe right here in Chicago, Illinois. Cafe where grown folks play in Hazelcrest in the House of Health and Wellness, man, in Calumet City, man. Make sure y'all patronize those 5 melanated businesses, man, and when y'all get there, let them know Bearded Conversation sent you, and they might give you a discount. Hey, and while y'all over there, don't forget to come back here every Monday and Thursday, 9 to 11 p.m. Central Time, and every Friday, 9 p.m. Central to 12 p.m. Central Time, and every Saturday for Bad Television, 11 p.m. until the morning, baby. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Hey, like I say every day, man, those that fuck with us, fuck with us. Those that don't, fuck with us anyway.
My favorite.
Hey, man, and big ups to my residential Dominican from the Dominican Republic, my co-host tonight in the motherfucking building, Cito Boy, for this track, y'all. I know y'all love that track, because I love it too. Hey, man, y'all know what it is, man. When we come together, y'all, may we always meet on the level. Once we're in each other's presence, may we always be humble and plumb. And once we leave each other's presence, people, let us please part on the square, man. With that being said, peace and blessings to the chat. Good night. Till tomorrow, man. I love y'all. Don't forget, Kamani will be in the building with a music lesson for us on Bearded Studios tomorrow. Hey, till then, peace.